great.
Natural disasters can be linked together, show ya. Can see the weather patterns and the temperature of ocean. Like when sun rising, set weather right down to blow ya. Gonna shake up like a soda. All the clouds ahead, now changing air pressure, causing the rapid air movements. Conditions, different kinds of storms can cause another pair. Rainy storms, zombies, lightning, thunderstorms of thunderheads. Gonna storm ahead. All the dying, showing more pressure. Good to know, hey, barometer, hey. All the dying, showing more pressure. Good to know, hey, barometer, hey. Need to know when the pressure's about to blow, 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 blow.
Hell yeah.
Whoop my thunderstorm. Thunderstorm. Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop my thunderstorm. Thunderstorm. Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop my thunderstorm. Hey, now it's raining. Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop my thunderstorm. Hey, now it's raining. Whoop, 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 whoop. Cumulonimbus clouds when warm air is forcing upward. It may be simply from hot humid afternoons in summer. Can cause upward, downward winds, the wind shear can make it blow ya. Moon stop, plane start and take off. All the clouds ahead, now changing air pressure, causing the rapid air movements. Conditions, different kinds of storms can cause another pair. Rainy storms, zombies, lightning, thunderstorms of thunderheads. Gonna storm ahead. All the dying, showing more pressure. Good to know, hey, barometer, hey. All the dying, showing more pressure. Good to know, hey, barometer, hey. Need to know if that pressure's about to blow, 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 blow.
Fantastic.
Whoop my thunderstorm. Thunderstorm. Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop my thunderstorm. Thunderstorm. Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop my thunderstorm. Hey, now it's raining. Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop my thunderstorm. Hey, now it's raining. Whoop, 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 whoop. Thunderstorms, judges are building now. Lightning, lightning, energy discharge from cloud to ground. Thunderstorms, judges are building now. Lightning, lightning, energy discharge from cloud to ground. You know what I'm saying? Whoop my thunderstorm. Now it's raining. Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop my thunderstorm. Now it's raining. Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop my thunderstorm.
Wee wee.
It's happy hour, come gather round. Greg and Pamela break it all down. Talking politics and the whacked out world. Every headline makes the chaos swirl. It's time for a smoke break. David drops in Monday and Thursday on Happy Hour. Master Thespian steals Tuesday spotlight on Happy Hour. Eddie stops by on Friday with some snacks on Happy Hour. Laugh a little louder while the whole world's hanging out in the chat. Will change your world on Happy Hour. On Happy Hour. Oh, on Happy Hour. On Happy Hour. On Happy Hour.
Calling all stations. Clear the air lanes. Clear all air lanes for the big broadcast.
It is the big broadcast for Friday, Happy Hour on News Talk 93.1 FM WACD. I'm your gracious, occasionally trucking host, Greg. You know, I am going to be alone for part of the afternoon, but young Joey is babysitting at the moment.
And here they are.
And we should give him a round of applause for his thoughts today.
Hello. How are you?
Well, I got what I wished for. Anything. A fat cloud, a shower, maybe something, anything. It really ripped up this afternoon.
Yeah, I can hear it outside.
And let's see, Mr. Thomas has reported that he had almost a full inch at his house. And the temperature, it's funny, I can't wait till it's in the 70s again. Well, I had to wait till this afternoon. It's 78 outside.
Oh.
And around 1 o'clock, it was 99, the heat index of 110. So that was the high today, but man, wondering, how can we have all this unbelievable freaking heat beating down on us? We know it rises, it goes to the cooler levels of the atmosphere, makes clouds, rain, and we finally got some today. I don't know what the big deal difference was, but that's what happened.
Yeah, when I went out, I start the morning usually go on the screen porch, do some prayers, and it was 5 o'clock. And I'm like, it's this hot?
Yeah.
5 o'clock in the morning?
It was in the 80s. It was warmer at 5 o'clock this morning than it was right now when I went.
It's insane.
And this entire cluster, looking at the Live in Fear Doppler, courtesy of Rich Thomas, looks like it's going to be around for the better part of the afternoon. At least cloudy. Take the edge off the heat. So that's one good thing about today. Otherwise, I'm stuck.
You're stuck.
Yeah. You know, the news pisses me off as usual.
Yeah, no, likewise.
Likewise. Although I heard good things on your show. Cheered me up.
Like
Like
what?
Well, you played that JD Vance clip. And it's pretty obvious. Talked about it with David Blackman yesterday, and it's pretty obvious today from polling that barring some major change in course, AOC is going to be the presidential candidate.
No, and when I saw like, stabbing herself with the needle, like the hormone shots and freezing her eggs and stuff. At first, I'm like,
freeze them and lock the door. We don't need any more of you.
I'm like, what's going on with this? I didn't have much of a reaction other than okay. But somebody put out a smart post that it's not just that, it's her dropping her fiance. Like, there's a lot of things that AOC does publicly that affirm a lot of other women, millions, in fact, in their lifestyle choices. And I've been saying this for a while. The biggest divide right now in politics is not black, white, or even like it's men and women, young men and women. Like young men are hardcore conservative, young women are like plus 30 Democrat. It's an insane divide.
And the question I have is, what is wrong with them? How did they get so retarded? Politically retarded. Not mentally, politically.
They started acting like dudes.
Well, there's that. The NBA, the WNBA, Lesbian National Basketball Association, as Homer Flood calls it. And what's going on with that? You're right. They are turning into dudes.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, and dudes, we suck at times. Like, we could be better. But if you're not a dude, you're acting like a dude. It makes everybody confused on like who's supposed to be the dude here.
And that's what you see in the WNBA, and you see, oh my God, I mean, some of these coaches and some of the others whose faces have surfaced in the ongoing controversy. What's that girl's name? The Janai, just thinks it's okay to go out and be a street hood on a basketball court. And if you call her out on it, that's white privilege, which is the biggest sack of shit I know I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, especially in that example.
Yeah.
Like, it's the more obvious uses of that. Where you're like, oh yeah, this is a scam.
White privilege is where cowardly black women go to run. I hate to tell you. We don't know what it is. Well, we don't.
Well, did you see the UAB yesterday? I saw a story that UAB is a $730,000 grant. They received grant funding, $730,000 to study why black menthol cigarette smokers relapse when they try to quit smoking.
Well,
and they didn't even pick people from Alabama, 150 black folks from Arkansas. Like you're in Birmingham. I'm sure you can find some folks that smoke menthol.
So for $750,000, what did we find out?
It's not clear.
It's not clear.
They said
possibly
discrimination is why
people
try to quit.
And then
they relapse. Yeah, that was my reaction too. Is like I do nicotine pouches. It's like I think it's just that nicotine's the most addictive thing that is legal.
Probably.
Yeah. Like it is a crazy chemical hook. Like literally chemical hook. Like your body craves it. And it's a crazy psychological because it becomes ritualistic. Unlike in a smoke break or like in between after a meal. Like that's why it's so tough.
It's a cigarette's great after a lot of things, Joey.
Indeed, Greg.
Even non-smokers will want a cigarette after certain things.
Absolutely.
Certain activities.
That's correct, Greg. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
I know.
After
Young innocent Joey.
After a good game of bowling. Like a good
yeah, sure.
Man, I hit 220K. Let's smoke.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just, it's also insane. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
So we're going to slug through the afternoon today. We can do requests. We take them on Friday. We actually take them any day, but on Friday it makes me, because I am feeling somewhat lazy, easier to play clips and things that we've had accumulated over the years on the show and do that. I do have a Stuart Varney clip that I found. So I like Stuart Varney, and it's only a minute and a half long. And where the hell did it go?
Romex Angler comment on the screen. Breaking news. The Montgomery bubble will not be in effect today. I repeat, the Montgomery bubble will not be used today. Check in tomorrow for additional information.
I hope the Montgomery bubble is broke for several days. As long as it's going to get up to this kind of heat, I hope it ends this way with rain. I have a sunflower out in front of the house. Mm-hmm. Planted a bunch of sunflowers, but only one of them took. Mm. And just a couple of weeks ago, reached out with that beautiful sunflower face, and I took a picture. I'll show you the picture.
Okay.
And it was a happy moment to see it make it to flower. And it's going to take me a moment to scroll here. I have 5,000 GNS donut videos to go through, and it's a really pretty picture. And, check it out.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Let me show our viewers. It's not quite.
Oh, it's a pretty sunflower, though.
Beautiful. It's perfect. But then it started to sag in this nonstop heat, so I've been diligently watering the thing every day because I want it. There's other buds coming up, and I want it to be really special.
So you're into flowers, too?
You inspired me.
No, I don't know what the deal is, but I like them.
There's nothing wrong with flowers.
Yeah, nothing wrong with flowers at all.
God knows I have kept many florists busy. Well, that goes all the way back to when I was a kid, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Were you once... Did you work for a florist?
No, but I just knew that girls like flowers.
Yeah.
And I also, for Valentine's Day or for Mother's Day, I always got Mom a corsage or roses. At Stan's Florist, I wonder if that's still there on 79th Street in Chicago. And so, of course, a lot of those roses were purchased with the coins I collected. Tom Moore, my coin buddy, I would have had a great selection to show him, except I would pop the quarters out of the places I was saving them and steal enough of the easier to replace ones to go get the flowers I needed to accomplish whatever goal I had in mind.
Now, why would you give women flowers?
Back then, it was, maybe I wasn't that imaginative.
Yeah. No, but what were you trying to gain? Were you just looking to make them happy? Like cheer them up for that day?
To like me.
Oh, to like you?
Yeah. Big spender. You know what? Here's the thing. You could get a dozen beautiful roses for like $8.
Yeah, it's not bad. What,
or a nice corsage for $3-4.
It costs you like $20 today.
Everything has gotten more expensive under Joe Biden.
So you would do this often. Like, did you ever give flowers to more than one woman in a single day?
I don't think I did.
That's good.
One time when I was making the big money and I could afford to be stupid.
Yeah. This was in Miami, right?
Yeah.
All right.
But Mom and Dad were in Chicago.
What the year again?
This would be about 86, 87, somewhere in there.
All right.
So I wasn't sure what to get my mom, but I noted that they wanted a tree for the front yard. So I bought and had delivered a tree. Nice tree. I forget what kind it was, but it was a nice tree. Cost about $125. And my mother sent it back.
Sent the tree back? How do you send a tree back?
She told the florist she was refusing delivery. And I wasn't all bent out of shape because the reason she refused the tree is that she said you spent too much money. And I'm thinking, well, Mom, I made it. I have too much money, so I'm spending some of that extra money on you for something. Any idiot can send you flowers for Mother's Day. I'm sending you a freaking tree with pretty blooms and all that stuff.
Like, did you get her a dogwood or something?
I should have gotten a guy to dig a hole in the front yard and plant the damn thing.
Right.
So at first I was kind of like sad that my gesture was refused.
Yeah.
It was good training, though, for later years when women would refuse other gestures I made, but...
Or a rejection. So sometimes you would bring flowers and they would reject you.
No. Well, you know the story. I used to bring major appliances.
That's true. Like, refresh my memory. Like, it's been a while since we've sat and done this.
Well, you meet somebody, you talk to them, yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite 7-Eleven rotisserie item? Those kinds of questions.
Sure.
Go back and forth. And you kind of find out what they have and what they don't have. Well, I invite you over for a movie, but I don't have a VCR. So when you set up the date, you show up with the VCR, and that's no longer a problem. And so I don't expect anything for this. This is not a bribe. This is not any kind of temptation to get you to do things you don't feel like doing yet. And it was pretty effective.
Would you bring movies, too?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Didn't you get somebody a microwave once as well?
I did that, too.
Yeah. VCR, microwave.
It's hard to ferret that information out of a chick when you first meet them.
Right.
It's not like one of the first questions you ask after what's your sign and do you like long walks on the beach and all that diesel for me, is it? So
Can I pay for your psych meds this month? That's what it is these days.
Send me the bill.
Right.
I'll
pay
be happy
for
to
your
do it.
Klonopin habit.
And I look back at that and I'm a little mortified. But it helps to talk about it.
It's wholesome. I mean, like, it wasn't like you're buying perverted things. You're just buying, household appliances.
No, it wasn't like I was stopping at the special store on Highway 31 and showing up with something with batteries. I mean,
that would be just...
No, that would be gauche.
Gauche is a great word for it.
Gauche is a great word for this shirt. I have two of these.
Right.
I've had them for years. You can see that they are nothing more than holes held together loosely by pieces of fabric.
It's a good look.
But I thought it was going to be 115 when I came in this afternoon, so I wanted something I didn't care about.
So for all these years, I've heard your stories of you with the ladies. It's not like you went full, like, Warren Beatty or anything. You weren't like some man about town with like doing all sorts of crazy stuff, joining the Communist Party.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I never joined the Communist Party.
All right.
As a matter of fact, politics could be a deal breaker for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If you said a disparaging word about Ronald Reagan, I would look at you. I didn't want that.
Yeah, but I thought you told me sometimes that...
I did challenge one woman that I would take care of her in a way where she would be screaming his name in the middle of the night.
Oh, my.
And what did I get? Dukakis. And now you know the rest of the story. I'm going to take a break.
It's a real Walter Mondale of an ending.
And get in touch with my my inner Friday. And by the way, I know this has been a very bizarre open to the show, but it's mostly Joey's fault.
Yes, it is. It's my fault.
Do you have any other questions? I'll answer anything you want.
What were your specialties? Like your in terms of things you would cook. Like, you're still a whiz in the kitchen, like especially in like a romantic, like in a courting situation. What would you make for the ladies?
Last night, I had 2 filet mignons grilled, a frying pan full of sliced mushrooms and onions in a homemade sauce, mashed potatoes, and broccoli seasoned just perfectly.
Sounds good.
Ready when the door opened.
You made it all.
Yes.
Nicely
But
done, Greg.
in the date days, you go to a restaurant, I knew how to make hot fudge. I still do. I could make it right here if I had everything and a stove. And we would be having everything's going well. Hey, instead of getting dessert here, why don't you come to my house and I'll make you a hot fudge sundae? I make my own fudge.
Nice. That's quite an in.
And you don't. I don't believe that.
Yeah, I do.
Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's over there at the Hamilton on the Bay, and I'll show you. And I did.
Would you show them how to make fudge?
They could watch.
Watch. Wow. That's cool. That's you dog.
Key lime pies, things like that. It's good to have that skill set.
But then was there something like once it was like, okay, they're family now. It wasn't like the chocolate sauce. You're not trying to hook them. It's like you're into it now. Is there a particular dish that is served up to be like, it's almost like a trial, like a test, like a initiation ritual, that if they like this, they're in.
My seafood lasagna.
Yeah.
That's the cream sauce lasagna with crab and shrimp, garlic bread, cranberry side, and a Caesar salad.
That actually sounds good. A lot of folks
It's very good.
think, oh, that's gross. That sounds awesome.
I learned how to make that. Janelle and her mom had gone to Disney World when she was real little. And I had the house to myself for the weekend, so I decided to try some recipes that looked challenging. So I made that. And it was really good. And Janelle loved it, and she still loves it.
Did you ever have somebody, though, that you introduced the seafood lasagna to and they didn't like it and was a deal breaker?
No.
Okay. It's always been good.
Well, I try to find out.
I mean, my go-to for a little while was like just me and the lady, like we're going to go family style, where I'd cook a huge ribeye steak and then cut it on the board and splay it out, and then you have all the sides all around it, and you almost like, I don't have a kitchen table. I'm a dirty bachelor, so
The key word there is family style.
Yeah. Let's feed each other.
Because they want to, you're going to be evaluated as a potential partner. And family style sells.
Yeah, and then maybe like order in even like some crab legs along with the steak. And so you're breaking crab legs and the spicy butter, and you're sharing steak. And
She wants the lobster tail.
yeah,
You get it.
you get the lobster.
You get the
tail.
lobster tail. You indulge.
Yeah, she wants clams.
She doesn't want a
This
yes
is
man.
Alabama. I don't know if we need to get clams.
She doesn't want a yes man, but she wants somebody who likes to make her wishes come true.
Well, that's always the best thing, right? Where you can fulfill somebody's wish without them even asking.
Yeah,
This has been a great open to the show. We haven't done this in a while.
I know. Try some of this advice sometime. See,
I guess.
see if it doesn't work.
Right now, I'm on the straight and narrow, Greg.
Hey, I suppose we should check in with Skipper. It looks like we've got a lot going on the roads here as we hit the 3:30 mark in the afternoon. So let's see. Are people behaving in this ring? We haven't driven it a long time.
Well, here's what we have for you this afternoon. Rain in the area, thunderstorms, and that's causing all kinds of problems like accidents. I-65 southbound right before Northern Boulevard got 2 vehicles off on the right with the trooper there. Also an accident reported now Vaughn Road at Taylor. Traffic lights out in Prattville on Main at Memorial Drive and Highway 82 at Highway 31. Traffic lights are on flash. We also have an accident Washington Ferry Road at Highway 82 in Prattville. Busy all over the area. We will keep you updated. At McKinnon Nissan, you'll find 0% financing on most new Nissans and the lowest tax rates in Alabama, and it's worth the drive. McKinnon Nissan, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
A new year brings new opportunities, and right now the market is starting to shift. Interest rates are beginning to come down, which means more buying power and more options for buyers who've been waiting.
If you're thinking about buying a home, this could be the moment to take that next step.
And whether you're buying, selling, or investing, having experience on your side matters more than ever.
At Hannah and Eddie Realty Group, we're also growing our team.
If you're an experienced agent ready to make a difference in this market and want to be part of a team that values knowledge, support, and results, call Hannah and Eddie Realty Group, where opportunity meets experience.
News is brought to you by Bath Innovations. Call Bath Innovations today to schedule your free in-home consultation.
From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, these are today's top stories. The state of Alabama executed 42-year-old Jeremy Williams by lethal injection last night. Williams was convicted of the brutal rape and murder of a 5-year-old girl in Russell County in 2021. Williams had paid the mother of the girl $2,500 for the child to perform a sex act. Williams was pronounced dead at 6:16 p.m. last night. The child's mother is serving a 20-year prison sentence for sex trafficking.
Good.
A new Alabama law set to take effect October 1st increases the penalties for leaving the scene of an accident. Hit and run will be elevated to a Class B felony carrying a minimum sentence of 2 years and up to 20 years in prison. Beyond prison time, a hit and run conviction can also result in tens of thousands of dollars in fines. Former Montgomery Fire Chief Jim Sutherland has passed away. Chief Sutherland dedicated 27 years of service to the citizens of Montgomery from 1957 until his retirement in 1984. Jim Sutherland was the fire chief in Montgomery for 4 years, helping to lead the department through a period of significant growth and change. From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, I'm Sky Mosley.
Bath Innovations of Alabama can replace your old bathtub with a low-step shower featuring built-in seating, secure grab bars, and slip-resistant flooring, often installed in as little as 1 day. Call Bath Innovations of Alabama today to schedule your free in-home consultation.
Saw some crazy driving on the way, and remember, if you are in an accident, 27 Wreck with a W from Montgomery Paint and Body. Donnie and Brandon Turney there on the boulevard. We have a phone call. Good afternoon.
Hey, it's PK.
PK, what's up?
Y'all are talking about food. Do you remember the first time you had soul food?
First time we had soul food?
Yeah. I remember mine very vividly. I grew up in the Wiregrass, and when I was in the Marine Corps, I got sent to D.C., and I got up there, and I was assigned to the inauguration committee. And I had to take this young man. He was a Job Corps. If you watched Starsky and Hutch, and he was Huggy Bear. He had the hat, and
yeah,
we had to go around to all the hotels in D.C. and deliver packages for the inauguration festivities, and he said, "Let's go get some lunch." And I said, "Well, I got a meal ticket. I can go any place in D.C." And he said, No, let me take it. We're going to go get some soul food. So we go up on Florida Avenue, which was burnt down for 10 blocks.
Mm-hmm.
There was one building there, and he said, "This is the best place. We get some soul food." And we go in there, we walk in, it was like, it was scary. And I walked in there,
yeah,
and we go into the bar, and the bartender, he takes a 45 and slaps it on the counter, and he says, "My brother's a Marine, and this is my brother." And it's like, okay. So he said, "We get some ribs, sweet potatoes, greens. We're eating it. It's good. Everything's good." And he says, "I bet you have never had anything like this." And I said, "Well, actually, I have." I said, "We raise hogs. I butchered hogs. we raise sweet potatoes and we eat greens all the time. And he says, what do y'all call it? And I said, dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was a culture shock to me. Growing up in the South and going somewhere where they, when he says, bet you ain't never had nothing like this. And it's like, we did it every day.
That's why I was hesitant to answer your initial question. I'm like, you mean just food?
Yeah. I mean, it was a big deal back in the early 70s. Soul food was something that it was like, white people don't eat soul food. And it's like, no, we eat it every day.
Well, in a moment, we're going to learn about the South. Thanks for the call. From Stacey Abrams. Remember her?
Oh, yeah. I think
her
I've
royal
seen
whiteness.
This. Yeah, I think I've seen it. They tried everything with her, Greg. They even gave her a cameo in Star Trek. Like, they made her an admiral in the new crappy Star Trek Discovery, I think.
You're kidding.
Yeah, I mean, she filled up the whole screen. It was amazing.
Yeah, because if I went to outer space, I'd expect to see somebody looking like her.
Oh, that show was a hot mess. And that shows how hot of a mess it was. They made Stacey Abrams an admiral in Starfleet.
Well, who was the guy that thought he was a woman that was the admiral that gave health advice for Biden?
Oh, Richard Levine?
Yes,
Dick
Admiral
Levine.
Levine. To think that fat individual, looking mentally disturbed as the day is long, was consulting America on its health.
Mm-hmm. And I remember when that was announced, they said America's first openly transgender admiral. And I know there was a health admiral, but my first thought was like, wait, was like Nimitz in the closet or something?
No, I've studied him.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's all man right there.
Yeah, Nimitz was all man.
But when they say first openly, it's like, so there have been closeted transgender people?
I guess. I don't know, but it's not our job as citizens to underwrite the cost of somebody's sex change or whatever their issue happens to be. You're supposed to be a soldier, and you should get a salary and benefits and the GI Bill and all that stuff. But, if you want your wang whacked off, no.
No,
and most of them don't do that anyway,
This is
so
the
they're
Navy.
phonies.
We're not whacking wangs off here.
No wang whacking in the Navy. Let's get back to business here.
Maybe that's why people are so depressed on the Lincoln.
The Lincoln?
The USS Abraham Lincoln, the aircraft carrier that's being brought back.
Do you remember when Obama was running the military? I think you were still producing with me at that time.
Yeah, probably.
There were 119 pregnant women on one of those aircraft carriers. It might have been that one or a different one. Maybe it was the Gerald Ford. I mean, just the name Gerald Ford doesn't connotate sex, but think about that. 109 pregnant women, because it was okay to put men and women together at sea on an aircraft carrier, because what could go wrong? Or what could go right, depending on your point of view.
Yeah.
And who's paying for all those babies? We are. Tuberville's right. We waste $1 trillion a year.
I think he's on to something there.
I do too. He says he's coming to the governor's office with lots of accountants.
Oh, I love it. In fact, I'm quite happy he's bringing a lot of his DC team and that chief of staff. I like that fella. I haven't met him yet, but Jordan DeFexis.
Yes,
he's got a good look about him.
He's got great people.
Yeah, I think he's bringing a whole team ready to go. Now he's going to have to bring some Montgomery insiders in, but to have that outside team with fresh eyeballs on this state government would be fantastic. But you said Stacey Abrams is going to teach us about the South?
Yeah, in a minute here. I've got
In a minute?
clip courtesy of David Blackman. You don't have to stay if you don't want to.
Oh no, I want to learn about
I don't have any Werthers to put out on the.
All right, keep your hard candy to yourself, Pops.
Well, then I will. Hey, we got Rich Thomas standing by with the forecast, and I would love to see this happen every day until this heat dome breaks. Enough. It was 83 at 5 o'clock this morning when I pulled up to the building. That was crazy. But we've had rain totals exceeding an inch in many parts of the river. In fact, I'm going to go out and smoke and see if it looks like it's still going to keep raining. That's what I'm going to do. $340.
From weddings and concerts to cookouts and construction sites, TT Porta Toilets has been serving Central Alabama for over 30 years. Whether you need standard portable toilets with wash stations or upscale restroom trailers for special events, the Tierce family has the right solution for every occasion. So when you're planning your next big event or project, make it easy on yourself. Call 285-5513 or visit ttportatoilet.com. TT Porta Toilets. Clean, convenient, dependable.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hi, I'm Carl Schmidt, naturopath and owner of the Herb Shop Wellness Center at 8161 Vaughan Road. You know, with over 30 years experience in natural wellness, I've seen countless health fads come and go. A few years ago, we added a patented technology that actually activates your stem cells. It reverses the aging process at the cellular level. However, you do need proper hydration and targeted nutrition. At the Herb Shop, our advanced scanning and testing technology allows us to accurately assess your nutritional needs and get a customized plan for you. Come in today and see what the Herb Shop can do for you.
I was in foot pain for 20 years, trying to give it relief, buying all these different insoles. Drugstore insoles, custom insoles. I spent thousands of dollars. I bought all these products, and not a single one worked. I really, truly needed to have relief in my feet. And the Good Feet arch supports were what gave me the relief I needed.
For over 20 years, we've been helping people like Teresa actually live the life they love without their feet getting in the way.
They wanted to make sure that I got something that my feet felt good in, not somebody else's feet. I love the fact that I can wear these arch supports in all my shoes. I have boots, I have cowboy boots, I have running shoes, I have walking shoes, I have flat shoes, I have heels. It makes me so happy. If you ask my husband, he will crack up because there is no store I would rather go in than a shoe store. I'm Teresa, and that's my Good Feet story.
See what we can do for you with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
We're located at 7341 East Chase Parkway in the shops at East Chase. Now hiring.
What if your next sales opportunity wasn't about selling? It was about helping local businesses grow. I'm Jennifer Pestricelli with Blue Water Broadcasting. We combine the power of 7 local radio stations with today's most effective digital marketing solutions, including streaming audio, social media, targeted display, and more. We're looking for an experienced account executive who enjoys building relationships, solving problems, and creating results for clients. If you're self-motivated, thrive on new business, and want unlimited earning potential with a local company, I'd love to hear from you. Visit BlueWaterBroadcasting.com and send me your resume today.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network is brought to you by Earnest Financial.
If you're tired of losing your money in the stock market, call David Earnest, 334-279-7431. Earnest Financial, LLC.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. We are stuck in a very hot pattern and also dangerous, I would say. And I think the heat advisory is probably with us at least through the weekend, if not longer. The daily rain chances are not zero, but very small. Only isolated random storms, mostly in the afternoon and evening hours and fading out at night. The actual daytime high temperatures will be in the upper 90s, lows at night in the upper 70s, and very little day-to-day change through early next week. Slow down, take it easy, stay hydrated. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Back to school shopping starts now, and ASC Credit Union has you covered. Our back to school loan helps you pay for supplies, laptops, clothes, and more. Stop by your local ASC branch or apply today at yourasccu.com. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
The River Region's first and only news talk station on FM. Live, local talk. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
All right, here's some low IQ conversation courtesy of David Blackman. He says, get ready to lose 10 IQ points just by listening to this clip. It's Stacey Abrams and Cackles ready to bring you down. Because they're talking about the South. Listen to this.
And I know you've been spending a lot of time in the South recently. Yeah. You've been to Tennessee and Louisiana and North Carolina. Yeah. And what I tell people when they want to understand what authoritarianism can look like in the U.S., I say look South. We have lived under soft authoritarianism, I would say, since 1776. And
maybe she was talking about Mayor Reed.
Or maybe she was talking about the Yankees coming on down here and not letting us govern ourselves.
Yeah, there was that too. How do people this monumentally ignorant get to where they're going? And by the way, where's the $2 billion?
Where's that $2 billion?
You know, Joey, the surgery was tough, and I haven't fully recovered yet. So,
well, actually, that's how she said it when she first received the $2 billion, and she ate it all. That's where it went.
I think so. Mm-hmm. Well, she does look like she's lost about 50, but she still looks fat. She's one of those people. Won't matter how much weight she loses. She's always going to be a rotunda.
It's spiritually fat.
Yeah. Good afternoon. Who's calling us?
Hey, this is Kilroy.
Kilroy, how cool.
Just tell Joey he's making me day drink a second day in a row playing that clip.
Yeah, I might have done this yesterday.
Oh, that clip?
Yeah, and I don't want to be the reason for your day drinking. And I'm sorry.
Hey, it's almost 5 o'clock Atlanta Stacey Abrams time.
That's true. 15 minutes, buddy. 15 minutes.
Well, the Stacey, it turned up in David's blog because he's got a thing here. And we need to do this. Oh, you don't need to do it. But it's all about the people that were rising stars in the Democratic Party. Mm-hmm. And then what happened? And there's some interesting names we need to consider, including Andrew Gillum.
Oh, yeah.
Former mayor of Tallahassee.
Yeah.
He's the guy that got busted with the naked man and the crystal meth in Miami, I think in the Fontainebleau Hotel.
Yeah. Good name.
Yeah.
For male prostitution
and
drugs.
He only lost against Ron DeSantis on the first term by 50,000 votes, so it was close. Yeah. And now he's biding his time in the Baldwin County, Alabama jail because he violated so many probation rules and stuff like that. He's a piece of crap and very damn near. Can you imagine what Florida might be like today if he had won that election? DeSantis has been amazing, and I love the fact DeSantis put a electric billboard up in Times Square hailing Mamdani as the South Florida Realtor of the Year. Stick it in his face, that little twerp.
Well, he's the one. He sent folks up to Martha's Vineyard. Was that him or Abbott? I think it was both of those two. Sent immigrants.
Yeah, that was cool. Here, you love them so much? Have some. Oh, no, because that's what liberals do. They tell you how to run your life. Well, they run to their Upper West Side. You can't even do that now in New York. You've got homeless shelters, turds in the street, the whole 9 yards.
There are a lot of turds in the street, I heard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey, do you gentlemen remember when we thought John Fetterman was the biggest wacko in the Democratic Party?
I certainly do. And at the time, he was impaired or not quite right. He had a stroke or something. But I have owned that, and I respect the hell out of the guy. He may be the only Democrat they would even consider voting for.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's going to stay a Democrat long.
When John Fetterman is the most sane person in their party, that's when you know they have completely lost it.
I love the fact that he put on a suit so he could question who was it. Was it Fauci?
Yeah, it might have been Fauci, yeah.
Yeah, he put a suit on for Fauci. That's so funny with the sweatpants, because that's my kind of guy right there. Sweatpants.
Oh, yeah, sweatpants, hoodie. Yeah.
Well, Kilroy, stop being so, I was going to say irregular, but that's more of a diarrhea issue. Stop being so infrequent. We love your calls. Mm-hmm.
I know. I listen all the time, and I've been trying to get up to the Baumhauers, but I just...
well, let me tell you, and I don't want the rest of the afternoon listeners know, big party, August 26th.
Okay.
As we celebrate the 21st anniversary of this show.
Wow.
21 years.
And maybe
I
that
will do
night,
everything I can.
And maybe that night I'll be able to announce what's next.
What's next?
It better not be retirement.
Got to cut back. I got 2 doctors and people that love me. My daughter, check this out. She told me flat out after I got out of the hospital from the surgery, says, I'm saying, well, I'm trying to figure out, what I can do when I go back to work. And she says, how about if you don't go back at all? Take it easy. You've been working your butt off. I want you around. I thought that was like one of the most loving things.
Yeah, shows she really, really is worried about you, man.
So, but I expect by August 26th to know what the plan is.
Well, I hope it's good news, and we want the best for you, but we do love you, and we do need you around.
I'm very grateful for the good words. Thank you so much. Just come and join us that night if you can, but any Wednesday night, we'd love to see you. Let me buy you a beer or two.
I'll do my level best.
All right, bud. Thanks. Yeah, Joey?
Yeah.
Time to start thinking about the future.
Mm-hmm.
And whether or not I have the mental stamina to deal with it.
No, the schedule you have is crazy.
I'm very disciplined. If I drank or did anything stupid, I couldn't do it. But and honestly, I really don't know where to start, so I'm going to be looking for guidance on that from the buttery one. Good afternoon. Who's this?
Hey, Greg, this is Robert.
Hey.
Hey, Greg, like I told you about last week, your afternoon show is very informative to us. You have guests on there that advise us things. It really helps the community. So if you have to cut back, hold the night show, afternoon show, and just let the morning show go. But hold on to the afternoon show because we need you in the evening.
Well, I mean, I think about that option, and what would Rich Thomas say if I left the morning show?
Great.
Oh, well, maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
Those characters make us laugh going to work. We just need somebody serious when we coming home.
Well, I'm trying to do that. And I love the job. Don't get it wrong. My love for this has not been diminished an iota.
I understand all that, but your doctors know better. Your daughter loves you.
My baby girl.
And tell her I say hello.
I will do that. She sees things online, people asking about her and stuff. I don't know that she's ever really understood why they care so much about her. I said, well, I tell stories. And then, of course, her first thought is, oh, you tell all the things that would embarrass me.
Yeah, probably.
No, I don't do those kind of stories. We've, and trust me, I'll say it now just in case I croak in the middle of the night. But the good, wonderful, conservative, generous people that listen to this radio station, that support its sponsors, I am forever in your debt because you made it possible for me to help her get through college and graduate with a degree in something she loves doing, which is my one goal. That's all I ever preach to her. Find something you love to do so it doesn't feel like work. And she doesn't have a dime in debt.
And she's still in that field, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
well.
with animals at
awesome.
the Audubon Zoo in New Orleans, and she's made herself very valuable there. So please know, I like to say that every once in a while. Remember the time it was just prior to graduation, and the kids in the graphic design program, which you have to qualify to get into, they have to do an exposition at the end of the year. And she told me about it. And she says, oh, there's a GoFundMe. If you could make a donation, that would be really great. Look, I know artists. Artists are not, I'm picturing these kids stressing, trying to create what they're going to put in this exhibition. And the stress of that is not good for creativity. So it turned into a thing. And at that time, we were talking about Star Wars. I had never watched Star Wars. And Master Thespian had a Darth Vader outfit. And I said, I will wear this in public. I will wear this to Baumhauer's if we can raise $1,000 for the fund. They needed to raise like $3,500.
I remember this.
We raised it in 40 minutes. So it was just, okay, so how do we take this to the next level? I said, what would really be cool, because I know people have this bigoted low opinion of Alabama.
Yeah.
I said, suppose we help these kids, and I baked key lime pies and did all kinds of other stuff, but our group from Alabama here gave them this gift of the funding for your exposition so you could concentrate on your projects and get good grades. And so many people like that idea. You want to see me cry?
Yeah, sure.
I think I have this. And we raised all of that money in about 2 days. And the best part was Janelle describing to me what was going on in the graphics design program at FAU. She said, everybody is freaking out because yesterday we were all trying to figure out how we're going to raise this much money to put on the exposition, and now it's there. And it didn't come from one person. It came, and with a lot of positive messages on the GoFundMe page from people here, and it was such a great lesson for a group of about 25 kids.
I think I was here for all that. I remember
You were.
that.
You were. So I can't.
Pretty awesome.
I don't have the video handy, but the kids put their graphic design talents together and produced a Star Wars movie thank you. Really well done. And when I watched it the first time, I was sobbing because I was so touched that they went to so much. Because here everybody just said, well, thank you. You know, that's all we wanted. And they did this.
Long ago in a campus far, far away. Well, technically it was a week ago, but time is relative. There is unrest in Florida Atlantic University. It was a dark time for graphic design students. We were being plagued by something that was as white and ruthless as stormtroopers, but even more menacing. Bills, down payments, venue insurance. How could the graduating graphic design class produce good work while being oppressed? Little did they know that Greg Bedell, father of Goose, would come to their rescue. Together with the listeners of Happy Hour Radio, they built a weapon that was so strong that could even take down the Death Star. Love and support. With your donation, we were able to focus on our designs and get ready for our careers. We are forever grateful. You have given us a new hope, and for that we say, thank you!
That was stupid of me to do that. Because now I am crying.
It's a beautiful thing.
Let me leave you. Because I relive all of that.
Yeah.
That's what being in this business is all about. Being able to have a moment like that where the people here and the kids there, and there's this incredibly good outcome. But it also made me massively aware about you, young Joey.
Oh, my.
Go forth and make babies.
Yeah.
The world needs more Joeys. You are a good man. You are a great catch for a beautiful young woman. Maybe if you need extra help, if I'm not dead, I'll start a GoFundMe. You know, let's keep Joey, whatever equipment you need, or.
Okay, I appreciate the encouragement. I really do.
It's true. I'm not making that up. We need more of you. Spiritual man, finding himself, growing up right before my eyes over all these years. How about some barbecue?
Yeah.
Smoky Notes is a revelation for those who really love brisket. They brought us a couple of weeks back, me, Pamela, and I believe Master Thespian, 2 big trays. Yeah. And the cook came and talked about how they do the brisket, and it's like a 24-hour process. They're always cooking the brisket, which is why it is so perfect, and it's one of many options you have at Smoky Notes. I mean, you could do pulled pork chicken. They have great sandwiches like the Monte Cristo. The smash burger is awesome. Phenomenal appetizers, which everybody raved. I had a group dinner out there, and people were raving in particular about the potato twists, the cabbage, which comes with little pieces of Conecuh spice sausage, has a nice kick, and I love cabbage. It's the most underrated vegetable on the planet. Baked beans. And mac and cheese, who was telling me about it the other day. Mac and cheese that they make, it's kind of got an Alfredo hint to it, but there's so much cheese in it, you have to cut it with the side of your fork.
Okay.
It's not just mac and cheese. It's not like the orange stuff in the box from Kraft, which is fine if you're hungry.
Right.
This was the best mac and cheese ever had. So there's that and more. They do wraps. They have a great kids menu. Everybody loves the twist, whether you have them loaded or plain.
Man, I'm hungry now.
Yeah. And an array of sauces that's TDF, to die for. So get with the program. Give Smoky Notes a try. They're in the Lagoon Park Shopping Plaza, right where that Petro gas station is on Northern Boulevard on the west side of the road. You can reach out ahead at 334-649-1110. And they're open 7 days a week on Sunday from 11 to 2, Tuesdays through Sundays from 11 to 11. So you can basically stop by anything, full bar, you know. And they've redone the interior. It used to be the It'll Do Tavern, if you remember that place. That's Smoky Notes. Give it a try. It is top-notch barbecue. All right. It's 4 o'clock already. Time went by fast. Life was dragging when I came in here.
Yeah,
I was oppressed.
We relived your dirty dog days from the 70s and 80s, well, more the 80s. And then we got into the wholesome Greg stuff. And the Greg starting new beginnings here, new things in the works. What's next?
Trying to figure it all out, but I hope to make whatever the announcement's going to be Wednesday, August 26th at Baumhauer's on the Boulevard. One of these, have you been to Baumhauer's in Millbrook yet? That place is everything we always thought it would be. If he ever opened up that way, he would do very well. Yeah. And it's crazy. It's crazy. Nice design on the restaurant, because the place on the Boulevard used to be a place called Smoky Bones, ironically. We were just talking about Smoky Notes. So they kind of had a setup that they had to build into. But this one was designed from scratch, and it's got a nice outdoor section that's not outdoors, but glassed in.
Yeah.
And that area up at Millbrook, the athletic complex at 17, it's really, really nice. Very impressed. But one of these days we're gonna, you know, the poster of me from years ago with Bob?
Yeah, the Miami Vice.
The Miami Vice poster.
Yeah.
We're going to move it to Millbrook and make a big ceremony. I will leave this studio, go to the restaurant, and we will bring it up to Millbrook at 7 p.m. and have a little ceremony.
I can bring holy water.
Please. And shake as much as you can on me, okay? We're getting calls for some reason. Hi, you're on News Talk.
Good afternoon, Greg.
Hey.
Hey, this is Eric, by the way.
Hey.
You know, you have really been a good friend on the air, even though I've only met you once. I didn't really meet you. I ran into you only at the food outlet, and I'll never forget it.
Beanie Weenies!
Yeah. He had his two little propane jugs going across the parking lot there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's the best
Well, it would have been a lot easier if you would just rolled them. So,
no, not me. Doing things the easy way. What kind of an option is that? Oh, there's AOC.
You know, it's like Greg said, Joey, about Baumhauer's. I was in there night before last. My female friend lives in Millbrook, and I'll tell you something. Bob knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, he did.
With that design, because. But I'll tell you one thing. That says a lot about how good the service is. If you go there at high noon, forget it. That place is slamming. And there's been 2 occasions that we went there at, and I like the fact that it's like that. That says a lot.
Yeah.
And but they're also in the makings of another cafe on the opposite end where the pickleball court is.
Mm.
And I don't know what the name of it is. 2010 or some type of name.
I heard about it, but I really don't know much beyond that.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, I'm going to stick to Baumhauer's. But one quick question about him being, as y'all go so far back.
Yeah.
Is he the sole owner of Baumhauer's?
Well, he's the CEO, and his son is the president. And by the way, that's a position he earned. That was not a gift. Because Bob raised his kids right. And Spencer's really sharp and...
imagine the kid had to do a lot of different jobs in the restaurant before.
Everything.
Yep.
Everything, including the restaurants down there.
You're right.
So, but I know that some of the restaurants are franchised. Auburn, for example.
I can see that. You know, I don't know how that would, you know, him being a big Alabama star, but you know, it's such a good environment. But I don't know. But I was gonna guesstimate. I bet they got 10 waitresses at one time working.
Yeah, no. When I was up there for the preview opening, I was really impressed with the staff. They got a good labor pool to pick from up there.
They sure
a lot of
have.
college students who need to make the money, and in that place, if you're a server, you stay on top of your game. You're going to make really good money there.
That's right. That's right. I've got a grandson. I'm fixing to try my best to encourage him to go it right now.
Well, tell him he can use me as a reference.
Hey, he already listened. In fact, he's listening as we speak.
Tell him to put my name down and let me know that he's done that, and I will give him a reference.
I'll just about be willing to put money on that. You can believe that, because he's listening right now. Adam, I know you're listening. And I've been trying to get him. He's shy to call in sometimes. I said, just pick up the phone. Talk about whatever comes to mind.
Yeah.
I said he's all ears, not literally. But he'll listen. And he's going to give you back his opinion, and that's same with Joey. Joey, you do need to heed his advice, and you need to stick to your guns too, because you're good too. You're going to be there for a long time, my friend.
Thanks, man.
I told him that before he ever did a show.
You got it. He's real informative. I think he picked a lot of that up from the man he's sitting next to.
Oh yeah.
And I just about bet. Oh, I don't. Okay.
When I was doing the business, I got to run. Thanks for the call, and I was serious about the reverence. See, I haven't forgotten. There were well-established stars in Chicago radio who really spent time with me.
Oh, yeah.
And gave me what I needed to know. As I was the most valuable time in the early part of my career, the hours I worked for free, where they needed a ride home, anything to be around to accommodate, yes. And that's what you want around a radio station. Yeah, I'll do that. And it still lives at Blue Water Broadcasting, LLC.
Yeah, and there's just little things I've picked up over the years. Like when I was reading a story earlier today, I can't help but say, instead of investigation, investigation. Edumacation.
Edumacation.
Right.
Yeah. I taught you all them things.
Right.
You've got a hell of a career in front of you.
He says it that way on purpose.
That too. There's another one. I'm in such a good mood now. Thank you. All right. We're 2 breaks behind.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's.
But this show has been known to run amok, and appreciate the calls. And we'll take more after the top of the hour. It starts with a Skipper traffic update. SRN News just ahead.
Well, we have an accident now on the ramp from I-65 southbound to 85 northbound. It is right in the curve at the bottom of the interchange. Please use caution there. We also have other accidents. Highway 31 at Union Academy Road, Holtville Road at Nixon Road, Highway 80, Selma Highway at GE Boulevard, Vaughn Road at Taylor, and Troy Highway at Taylor Road. We have an accident. Fire department is working that one. Busy afternoon, rain in the area. Slow down, headlights on. We'll keep you updated. Invisible Fence has both indoor-outdoor systems to keep your pet safe and in designated areas. Call Vicki at Invisible Fence for all the information and details. 334-265-2585. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
Rock and Roll Royalty is coming to Montgomery on October 9th. Mike Campbell and the Dirty Knobs take the stage at the Montgomery Performing Arts Center. As the legendary lead guitarist and co-songwriter for Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Mike Campbell helped create some of rock's most unforgettable songs. October 9th at the Montgomery Performing Arts Center. Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster and ImpactOnline.org. Don't miss Mike Campbell and the Dirty Knobs live in Montgomery.
At Alabama Home Mortgage, serving veterans isn't a marketing slogan. It's personal. Every employee at Alabama Home Mortgage is either the child of a veteran or the spouse of one. We understand what it means to serve, to sacrifice, and to put others first. We're deeply thankful for the trust so many veterans have placed in us over the years, but we're not done yet because there are still far too many veterans who haven't taken advantage of the VA home loan benefits they've earned. Yes, parts of the VA system are broken, but the VA mortgage is not. It remains one of the strongest home financing options available, offering benefits like no down payment for purchases and 100% cash out refinance. You earn this benefit. From our military families to yours, thank you. It is our honor to serve you. Give us a call today at Alabama Home Mortgage, 334-567-4223, or visit us online at myalabamahomemortgage.com. That's Alabama Home Mortgage, because there is a difference in mortgage companies. NMLS 1586368, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you tired of the mainstream media's biased reporting? Do you want to stay informed on the news that really matters to you? Look no further than 1819 News. At 1819 News, we bring you the latest in Alabama news, politics, sports, culture, and more. We've assembled a team of journalists with Alabama values dedicated to the truth and the truth alone. Visit us at 1819news.com today. That's 1819news.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. Honest News, Alabama Values.
Whether it's AC or heating or plumbing that you're needing, whatever you require, call Lou Choir. Since 1983, we've treated you like family. Day or night, we do things right so you can live more comfortably. Whether it's AC or heating or plumbing that you're needing, whatever you require, call Lou Choir right now.
Beyond the Forecast with meteorologist Ben Lang on the 2023 Selma tornado.
We were here in the studio. The tornado didn't hit us. We were just fine. We're still able to go to work the next day. But for other people, their lives have been upended. That's really tough. It is a big deal to be able to use my knowledge about what's going on with the weather to hopefully be able to keep folks safe.
Ben Lang, part of the Action 8 weather team, your weather authority.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
With SRN News, I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. Retail sales slipped 0.6% last month. That was the biggest monthly drop seen since May of 2025. Analysts say it's probably tied to the fact that people ran out of their tax refund money, which had come in the earlier months of April and May for the most part. They had a lot of money then and were doing more spending. Gas prices ticked up again overnight. AAA now says as of Friday, the price is, on average, nationwide, $4.08 a gallon. That's up from $3.85 a gallon just last month. An arrest has been made after vandals struck another major memorial in the nation's capital. President Trump says a World War II memorial was hit by a spray painting vandal. One person now in custody. Firefighters across Europe are battling multiple wildfires as record-breaking heat grips the continent. In France, the driest year ever on record has led to fires, forcing some 500 people to evacuate their homes. This is SRN News.
Hey, y'all, I'm Willie Robertson.
And I'm Corey Robertson.
We partnered with Echo. It's a new platform, not just streaming.
Movies and series that are safe for your family.
Echo.
I love a podcast.
Plus, Echo Daily Devotionals.
Echo.
Hey, Willie, what is Echo?
Echo is my pet squirrel. Okay, Doc. Echo is not just faith-friendly, it is faith-driven.
Be a part of something better.
Echo.
Echo.
It's where I want to be.
That's
EKKL.com.
Subscribe now.
What if your healthcare costs were guided by community and care rather than corporate profit? That's the power of health sharing, a nonprofit approach that prioritizes you and your lifestyle. NetWell is community-based and built on compassion and affordability, with members supporting each other's needs. Members share lower expenses and more control over their healthcare. If you're looking for a better way to manage healthcare, it's time to explore health sharing. Learn more at netwell.com.
Finally Friday, now my weekend is the weekend, it's finally Friday. Goodbye work week, and the Start the party. It's finally Friday. Let the weekend begin.
Joey has raised my spirituality this afternoon. Thanks for hanging out, man. It's been fun.
Welcome.
We used to do this all the time.
Yeah.
Now I got to see if I can concoct an opinion that will provoke you into a war on women rant.
I don't know about that.
That was a long time ago. You were young and vulnerable. Here's a caller.
Hi, I am a caller.
Yeah.
And my name is T.S.
T.S.
Hello, T.S.
Hey, Joey.
See how they get all
Okay,
jitty when they...
you wanted to...
Joey.
What?
Don't you just want to reach through the phone and pinch his cheeks?
Not really.
Well,
Okay.
like I said,
All
I
right.
really have a beat on women and what they want, Joey.
Lord help me, Jesus. Okay. You wanted to kind of chill this afternoon, correct, as it is?
Yeah, I mean, we always have on Friday. I mean, we just beat the news,
Okay.
and most of it's so frustrating.
Well, yeah. I'm giving you 3 choices of comedians to play that have some kind of dialogue in their script that works for today. You ready?
Yes.
Gallagher, George Carlin, and or Robin Williams.
All right. I have a vault of comedy selections. I'm going to run a search, and I'll play something from everybody.
I love you more. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Pleasing women, that's what I do.
Yes, it is. You're very good at it, Greg. I have to admit. Folks, when I first met this guy, I didn't even know, and then I see him in action. I'm like, that's just incredible. Like, I couldn't do that. I remember, though, when I was a lowly producer, and I say lowly because I had my own room. Like, put them in the tank. Like, when we were partitioned from one another?
Yes, when you were in the Joey Aquarium.
Yes. And for some reason, Catherine Webb, Miss Alabama, stopped by.
Oh, I remember that.
And she, to this day, stunning woman.
Yes.
Like, beautiful woman, talented woman. And you tried to set me up with her, and I'm like, you're making fun of me. That's how I felt about it.
No.
Well, the conversation we just had outside, I was like, why would anybody want to be with me? Some fat, stupid stoner?
Well, I was referring to the 80s where I had all this this incredible success. I had fame, I had money, I had the right car, I had the coolest place in town to live. Yet there were certain situations, certain women expressed an interest. And sometimes my reaction mentally would be, why the hell would you want to be with me?
And see, like, I had none of those material markers of success at that point, and I had the interior, like, self-loathing thing going on. And there's this beautiful, taller than me. She's taller than me. That doesn't work.
She was statuesque.
For some reason, that just came back to mind. It's like, how?
Can I tell you a story from personal experience?
Sure.
In 1988, I dated a former Miss Florida. In fact, I emceed a couple of their pageants. And she was very nice. Almost, what's the word I'm looking for here? Not cherubic. She was a very all-American girl.
Sure.
And literally flawless in appearance, in the way she comported herself, super smart. It didn't work. So what I did was, and again, stupid money, stupid actions. So I said, hey, would you like to go to New York City for Valentine's Day? We didn't know each other that well. I said, I'm not expecting anything from you. Let's just go to New York, have some fun, see some sights, eat some great food, and I'll get you your own room.
Gentlemen.
But I found out later that we had adjoining rooms at the Grand Central Hyatt at $500 a night. order whatever you want for breakfast, that kind of thing. And I think it really messed her up that I didn't want to share a room.
Oh, you're trying to be the gentleman, though.
Yeah. And then when I was in New York, remember the actress I dated who was on John Ritter's show, Hearts of Fire, Debbie Gregory?
Right.
We're still friends.
Oh, sure.
She was living in New York at the time. She had left Hollywood because she hated the casting couch system out there. And she called me and said, I hear you're in town. Let's go to the Russian tea room.
Yeah, nice.
For breakfast. So it was early. I said, okay. I got about an hour and a half. And I told, I'm not going to give the name of the woman, because somebody will go look her up.
Yeah.
I'll be back. I'm going to go meet a friend for tea. And I did that and got back, and she was madder than hell that I had taken an hour and a half or two to have tea with somebody else. But we're not here on that kind of a thing. Enjoy it. There's so much. Order breakfast.
Sounds like this all-American, brilliant, wholesome woman, like just spotless. Like she was into you, and because you were trying to do I'm not trying to.
Yeah, I wanted to make that clear. I'm not out to. But as it turned out, she wanted the Bohemian Rhapsody, and I wasn't putting out.
The Bohemian Rhapsody, huh?
Yeah.
Figaro.
Are we starting to frighten our listeners? I'm just asking for a friend. You know who we need a call from today is Jay Quellen.
Jay Quellen?
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've talked to her.
She's so busy.
Yeah.
I don't know how she does it. Rich and I speak of her with amazement. Sent more cute pictures today. She is just absolutely amazing. But the other day we got a call from a gentleman who had been unable to contact her through the law firm office, Duncan Tomlinson, for whatever reason. I just one of those things. But he wasn't put off by that. He just wanted to make sure he got Jacqueline for his divorce.
Sure.
Because when you know her, you either want her or Dana on your team. So we got him connected. Everything was fine. But that speaks to her incredible skill as a lawyer. She and Dana are just the dynamic duo. And when you're going through a life crisis, that's what you need in your corner, is somebody that you can turn the situation over to with confidence, let them deal with it, let them map out the future for you, and then you can go on with your life. I wish I had learned that lesson a long time ago. It cost me a lot of, not only money, but a lot of emotional grief. Money, you can always make that back, but putting yourself through the ringer with nerves and anxiety and all that stuff, no. Confidence is what you need. It's going to be okay, and that's what you will experience with them. Legal leadership, not just the wisdom, plenty of experience, hundreds of cases. If you're struggling with an adoption, blended family issues, maybe you just need to get a will done. They do that too. They've done mine and just updated it. I had a few changes before the surgery.
Yeah, right.
So they did that too. Whatever the need, 819-4810, 819-4810, or visit them online. You can also book an appointment that way too. The web address is thealabamafamilylawyers.com for Delkin Tomlinson, attorneys at law.
The representation is made that the quality of legal services performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
All right, we got traffic and weather together here. It's Greg and Joey.
We have our latest accident on I-65 southbound on the ramp to 85 northbound. Use caution as you go underneath the interchange there. A lot of traffic out there. East-South Boulevard got slow traffic. Taylor to Chantilly on 85 northbound. Prattville Millbrook with Tucker reporting light to mostly moderate traffic. Busy all over. We will keep you updated. Front Porch Grill is all about good food, family, friends, daily specials, and down-home atmosphere make it the perfect place to relax. The Front Porch Grill at Millbrook next to Food Outlet. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network, brought to you by Montgomery Paint and Body. From little fender benders to total body repair, MPB will fix it good as new, maybe better. For 4 decades, the Turner family has been getting you back on the road. Call 279-7325.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. We are stuck in a very hot pattern and also dangerous, I would say. And I think the heat advisory is probably with us at least through the weekend, if not longer. The daily rain chances are not zero, but very small. Only isolated random storms, mostly in the afternoon and evening hours and fading out at night. The actual daytime high temperatures will be in the upper 90s, lows at night in the upper 70s, and very little day-to-day change through early next week. Slow down, take it easy, stay hydrated. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
We get this question all the time.
Do you handle that?
Buying or selling a home?
Yes.
Commercial?
Yes.
Land or investments?
Absolutely. Hannah and Eddie Realty Group. One team.
Every real estate move. 334-322-0662.
I do believe the movie Raven will be joining us at 5:35 this afternoon with some weekend watching tips. And we have a phone call at 4:25. Good afternoon.
Hello?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just wanted to report there's a wreck at the corner of Air Base and State Street.
Air Base and State Street.
Day Street.
Day Street.
Day Street. Pardon me, I'm old and hard of hearing. Day
Right
Street.
there at the gate.
All right, right by the gate. Okay, that could be a problem for a bit. We'll get that on to Skipper, and we appreciate your civic activism.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you.
Don't you love the feeling of coming home to a clean house? Let Southern Bell's cleaning service get your home in order. Families in the River region trust Southern Bell's because they know Callan and Jesse will show up on time and believe in cleaning the old-fashioned way. They bring all their own supplies and specialize in full-service, residential, commercial, vacant properties, and construction cleanup. Estimates are always free. Call Southern Bells today at 546-0715 or follow them on Facebook at Southern Bells Cleaning River Region.
Attention River Region business owners. Local counties are now inspecting and enforcing backflow prevention requirements. Headley Plumbing is fully certified to install, repair, and test backflow preventers, helping you stay compliant and avoid costly violations. We've been serving the River Region for decades with dependable professional service you can trust. No membership, no contract, just fair, reliable service. Call Headley Plumbing at 285-3667 or visit headleyplumbing.com. In our business, a flush beats a full house.
Headley Metal Buildings has been your source for quality metal buildings in the River region since 2007. Carports up to 24 feet wide, RV covers, storage buildings, even a sturdy metal barn up to 54 feet wide. Your structure can be customized, installed on level ground, and comes with a 20-year warranty. Let Headley Metal Buildings help you find the perfect solution. Financing available. Call 285-3667 for details or find Headley Metal Buildings on Facebook.
Looking for insurance, or maybe you're just not satisfied with your current carrier? How does quality coverage with local service and competitive rates sound to you? The folks at Stark Agency offer just that. Whether you need insurance for your business, car, home, or life, Stark Agency can help. As an independent insurance agency with over 20 of the top insurance carriers, Stark is sure to find the perfect match for you and your loved ones. Visit their site at starkagency.com or give them a call at 334-263-5535 for a quote today.
Hello, this is David Ernest with Ernest Financial. And just like Ernest Financial makes lots of money for our clients, Blue Water has helped us make lots of money for our company. You cannot go wrong with advertising with Blue Water Broadcasting.
Blue Water Broadcasting is the #1 most listened to radio group in the River region. Find out how to put this reach to work for your business. Call us to find out how we can help. Blue Water Broadcasting. Local folks helping local business.
Hi, this is Carl Schmidt, naturopath and owner of the Herb Shop. Listen every Saturday to Winning Wellness and learn from experts in different fields of science and technology how nutritional supplements can help you.
Listen to Winning Wellness every Saturday at 10 a.m.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers.
TS has requested George Carlin in a moment.
Live, local talk. The River Region's most trusted voice for news and opinion. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
That was the rhetoric of the 1980 campaign. We'll get government off your backs and out of your lives. Yeah, but they still want to tell you what rock lyrics you can listen to, and they still want to tell you what you can say on the radio. The FCC, the Federal Communications Commission, decided all by itself that radio and television were the only two parts of American life not protected by the free speech provisions of the First Amendment to the Constitution. I'd like to repeat that because it sounds vaguely important. The FCC, an appointed body, not elected, answerable only to the president, decided on its own that radio and television were the only two parts of American life not protected by the First Amendment to the Constitution. And why did they decide that? Because they got a letter from a minister in Mississippi. A Reverend Donald Wildman in Mississippi heard something on the radio that he didn't like. Well, Reverend, did anyone ever tell you there are two knobs on the radio? But hey, Reverend, there are two knobs on the radio. One of them turns the radio off, and the other one changes the station. It's called freedom of choice, and it's one of the principles this country was founded upon. Look it up in the library, Reverend, if you have any of them left when you finish burning all the books.
That's George Carlin, and he's right. Find the knob when you don't like what you're hearing on the radio. Okay, it is 4:30 already.
Wow.
It has flown by. It's been kind of a very familiar afternoon and kind of like bringing back great memories when this young man was just a sprout.
Yeah.
Eager to make it in radio. And I wanted him to ever since, and he's made me proud. T.S. also wanted Robin Williams.
Yeah, I remember Robin Williams. There's another one I don't remember.
These are all listed by topics. They're short clips. Here's one on doctor's appointments when you're older.
Okay.
I will possibly relate to this, and this may be valuable. You're a long way from being older, but with God's grace, you will get there, and you may have to think about this. Ah. All right, who was the third one she wanted? I'll do the next one out of the next break. It's Robin Williams, George Carlin.
I was hoping she'd say Norm Macdonald, but she didn't say Norm Macdonald.
We played Norm so frequently that I think we may have burned a few people out on Norm. But on the other hand, I may get rebellious later and play Old Harold Delaney. Who was the third comedian? You turned it into a contest. Because I'm a people pleaser, so I want to make T.S. happy. But I am missing the third comedian. So if anybody else remembers, or T.S., can you call us back so we can give you what you want?
Gallagher?
What? Gallagher, that's right.
Thank you, Romex Angler.
How did you get that?
In the comment section.
Oh, yeah. And here's a call probably telling us they must have heard the good news. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Yes, can we call us back?
Hello.
So we can keep what you want.
Hello.
Hi.
It's me.
Yo, okay.
Oh, y'all got it. It's Gallagher.
Gallagher.
Love you more. Bye.
All right. I will line that up in the minutes ahead. And I had something, have you, this whole Mangione thing, were you surprised that he decided to plead guilty?
No, I mean, because he was kind of dead to rights.
Yeah.
And I think what this is a crazy scheme to be like, oh, because he's been charged federally with stalking, now you can't charge him with murder in the state of New York because that would be double jeopardy. That's the argument his lawyers are making today.
Oh.
As some crazy broads are still out there like, have my baby.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about.
What is that?
Because there are literally, I'll even say millions of women, because he's so cute.
Yeah, sure.
And because that guy he shot runs a healthcare company.
Yeah.
And by the way, the healthcare companies, the doctors, all the people that are part of the ever-rising medical cost, there's one person to thank for that.
Assalamu alaikum.
The same person to thank for the ridiculous cost of going to college and student loans and all of that stuff that made everything more expensive. It's amazing how quickly people forget. Or like with this whole affordability Beazle Schmieza today, that occurred from 21 to 25 when Joe Biden was, effectively the turnip of the United States. Why was the media not noticing that? Nobody seemed to notice that, how bad inflation was. But it was just over those 4 years, just under 30% on everything becoming more expensive. That's a big hit. Yeah. Inflation has been coming down. This week, Producer Price Index, Consumer Price Index, both down or below expectations. Now, the war in Iran, or the conflict or whatever, and gas prices, that's got to be dealt with. And I'm praying it'll get dealt with sooner than later so that it's not an issue in the midterms. Because I think a lot of people, Trump's polling, according to Rasmussen, is at 44%. That's actually better than a lot of presidents at this point in a second term. But that will bring some relief to that particular issue. But I don't know how confident or what kind of expectations we can have in that regard. But it's amazing how inflation went nuts.
Yeah.
For 4 years, and now all of a sudden, Trump's the affordability problem.
Yeah, he's got to fix it now.
Yeah.
Because none of this is tied really to reality.
No.
But on the Mangione front, I don't know. I think there is an element of this, like, ideological love. Like, he's a man that would kill for the cause. That and daddy issues and every chick with a werewolf fetish.
And there are a few, let's face it, there are a few women who think he's just too cute to kill.
Or I can fix him.
Yeah.
Right.
Just give him to me.
Right. I can take the beast and turn him into a beautiful prince.
You can't leave somebody that good looking in a New York City prison or a federal prison because they will mess him up.
Oh, no.
So, but it just, you do know that, in fact, I'll ask you, there's a documentary out. I'm kind of interested in seeing it. It's called My Grandfather, Charles Manson.
Okay.
His granddaughter did a documentary on what it was like to be the grandchild of this totally crazy, murderous person. But the number one recipient of prison mail in America for years, Charles Manson.
And, it always goes to the Mansons. It goes to the Luigione types, or the Luigi Mangione types. But, what about, can't, our boy John Hinckley get some love? John Hinckley Jr., he was in the news this week.
What was, I missed that story.
Entertainment Weekly did an interview with him, because he's been fully free since 2022. And they asked him about Jodie Foster, which made me want to slap the interviewer. Because I refreshed my memory and did it on the show of like, what was the whole Hinckley with Jodie Foster thing? But Hinckley essentially said, well, I wish her well. But you can see like that obsessive thing is still there, and he's just kind of holding it back. Like it's not gonna like he's gonna shoot anybody again. He's like, he admits what he did was delusional and crazy. But the way he kept running on with like, it wasn't just, I wish her well, and he moved on. He's like, and I know I put her too much, and like, shut up.
Shut up, yeah.
Shut up.
Don't say anymore.
Before you go full taxi driver on everybody again.
God.
But, can't that guy get some love? Some love mail while he's in the mental institution?
If you can think, thank you, if you can think of another infamous prisoner who deserves some love, call us at 272-9228.
There are a lot of them. I'm sure somebody will think of some.
Yeah, no doubt there's more.
I wonder if Steve Bannon got love letters when he was in the joint for a year.
Did you see some of the polls he's been touting, Bannon?
Yeah, they're bad.
For the Senate? Every one of Tallarico is going to win Texas? No frickin' way. I think we're going to win them all. I don't think we're going to lose the majority in Congress. There's a few ifs attached to that. But we couldn't be in a better position because the other side is helping us with the Hong.
Francesca Hong.
That's a very Asian name, isn't it, Francesca?
Yeah, very.
I want to cancel Thanksgiving. And Hassan Piker.
Oh, that guy.
I posted his comments. He wants to get rid of boomers. Why does everybody hate us?
Well, y'all are kind of on top right now.
We're the establishment.
Yeah, and it's also like, if you look back, here's how I put it on my show, Greg. I call it liberal boomerdom. So there have been a lot of boomers who are very conservative who have seen the mess for a while.
Yeah.
That their own generation was making. But what we're seeing is, in particular with the TDS, is the crack up of liberal boomerdom. And so, I'll put it this way. Their best stuff was made decades ago. The peak, perhaps, of liberal boomerdom is the 90s. The late 90s. There's a lot of fun stuff going on. There's great music, great movies. America's on top. We won the Cold War.
But a lot of that fun also started in the 80s. I mean, that's where the seeds are planted.
And I always think back to the debate between George W. Bush and Al Gore on NBC, and it's got this fake golden sheen over it, right before 9/11. And I think 9/11, then the banking crisis in 2008, then the 8 years of Obama. Finally, the sort of hold on the culture by the liberal boomerdom went away, and part of that was people are tired of it, and the other part of it was technology. So instead of CNN and NBC and all these folks be able to drive reality, and Hollywood be able to drive reality, and blah, 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 you now had social media. And where Obama used it, Trump used it even better.
By the way, did you see the story about CNN today? They're for sale.
Helping listeners buy and sell products and services. This is Radio Marketplace. Here's today's featured item.
For sale, CNN, the cable news network. You can purchase the original cable news outlet that used to pull in millions of viewers back when people used to have cable. CNN may seem deader than Ted Turner, but you can bring this once vibrant medium back to life with the coolest names in news, like Wolf Blitzer. If you're interested in buying CNN, you can pay using the change you find between the cushions of your couch that faces the television that's currently playing Fox News.
This has been Radio Marketplace, where we hope you're buying what we're selling.
Yeah, it's amazing, like Wolf Blitzer and some of the ones that have been around there a long, long time, how they're fighting so hard and worried so much about Barry Weiss and what she might do, completely overlooking the fact that you've lost more than half your audience because of your nonstop lying and fake news. And that's really your problem. Go back to the days, we were talking about it this morning with Rich, when there was something going on, when the Challenger blew up, when the plane crashed in the Potomac, you went to CNN because you knew they'd be there and you'd get everything you needed to know. And then somehow we ended up with the likes of Caitlin Collins.
Oh, yeah, and you're seeing the crack up in real time. I think there are going to be some that survive. Actually, I think what CBS News has been doing is interesting. And actually refreshing to see a legacy network do that. But most of them are, I think, dying because they won't change.
Yeah, I agree.
And I don't know. Let's go to the phone.
Hello.
Hi, Greg. It's Papa John.
Papa John, I haven't heard from you in ages. How you doing?
Well, I'm doing good. I just, I'm on the road a lot delivering cars here and there. And I've got y'all on Simple Radio, but that's another story. I just wanted to tell you, Joey, we moved back up in this area in 2005 after Katrina. And, of course, when I first got here and turned on talk radio, which I had been a fan of for many years, and found Greg, it was such a shock to see something like that in Montgomery, but it was entertaining. And then when you showed up not long after that, and I've watched you develop, and you have just done such a great job in taking your talent and your mind and developing so much. The trend you've had lately, which bringing some of your spirit into it, has been great. Y'all were just talking about the development of politic awareness. To me, I started listening to Rush Limbaugh in 1988, and I have to give him a lot of credit. I think he did such a great job of making politics not only interesting but kind of fun.
Yeah.
And he got a lot of people into it through his own talents, and I think that was really kind of the development of the society that we have now, because before that I was not really a political person, but I remember a lot of firsts with Rush. One of the things I remember kind of specifically is, I guess it was about 91 or 92, when he brought up the term political correctness.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I don't remember whether that was his origination or it was someone else's, but I think it stated something that made people understand real quickly that a lot of what was happening may not have been right, but it also was something that needed to be critically looked at to make sure it's not something that was totally criminal. There were so many things that he paid attention to that made me aware, even just people's normal everyday verbiage, and taking things that were being said and being offended by them when they were not really meant to be offensive. And a lot of times it was actually stating the truth, and somebody was not really able to or wanting to take that as being true. But I've got to give both of you credit. Right now, the state of network in and around the river region, both of y'all are so important to what has happened, and I want to thank you personally for it, because I've got to be honest with you. When I'm not driving, a lot of times I turn you on at 6 o'clock in the morning. If I'm gone all day long, I've got y'all on Simple Radio listening the whole time, and it does a lot of things. It keeps me informed, keeps me entertained, and believe it or not, a lot of times keeps me awake while I'm driving. So it's there's your contribution to my health.
Well, the number one thing with talk radio, in my opinion, just having done it for a while, is our primary service is to keep company. This is very intimate. We're talking to one person at a time, and a lot of people either feel lonely or the music doesn't do it for them. They want to have a companion, and we can do that. And that's what we try to do.
And I appreciate that, because I call on occasion, but it's usually like I used to tell Dan Marsh. Sometimes he would hit a trigger, and y'all do that a lot for me. But I don't call every time. But if it's something that kind of hits me in the head and says, you kind of need to make a response to this, because I know Greg is one of those that's going to appreciate it. Same thing with you, Joey. You are aware of things. I remember I said to you one time at Baumeyer's, Jody, that you made the statement online when somebody was talking about general health, and you made the statement that I don't care how much time you spend in the gym, if you don't get your diet under control, it's not going to work.
Correct.
And I have taken that to heart, and believe me, here it is. I know that had to have been around 2019 or thereabout, and my wife and I both have kind of really made some steps to make things better. She started at 168. She's like 124.
Whoa.
I started out at like 240, and I'm down to about 188. And it's just a change of way we eat, change lifestyle, the whole 9 yards. So,
hey, hope you can make it to Baumhauer's and eat healthy. There's plenty of options there on the 26th.
Yeah. By the way, I took way too long to take my own advice. I think it was, what? When I moved in with my grandfather in 2023, I was weighing like 240 something. Yeah.
You got that heavy?
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Now I'm about 200.
I'm a little more than you.
Well, that's the thing about it. You got to remember both of
Such
them,
a heavy brain.
Nutrition and exercise are both cumulative. So if you don't do anything, you don't help. Yeah. But if you do something, it can help. And the more you do, the better it's going to help.
Papa John, I appreciate the call. I'm like 20 minutes behind, so I'm not trying to push you up, but I kind of got to, or I'll get yelled at.
I love you, bud. Y'all keep it up.
We love you too. Good friend to the show and to the station. 450. Skipper.
Our latest accident, Day Street, right near the back gate of Gunner. Please use caution there. Other than that, light to mostly moderate afternoon traffic, rain in the area, and we are busy on the boulevards. 85 northbound from around South Union to Jackson. We're loaded up there. Also, Bell to Taylor to Chantilly on 85 north. 65 northbound beginning to build, and we are seeing a lot of folks get out on the road. Keep it here for updates. High school students, Trentham State Community College dual enrollment program lets you earn college credit while you're still in high school. Take the first step towards your college journey. Go to trenthamstate.edu for more information. Buckle up. Until J. Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
News is brought to you by Budget Floors and More, your new best friend.
1819 News.
The director of the FBI, Kash Patel, is speaking out about the recent arrest of the former financial director of the Southern Poverty Law Center, Heidi Berich. Earlier this week, an indictment was issued against Berich by the U.S. Department of Justice. This past Thursday, Patel took to social media, posting a visual of the money trail that is at the heart of the indictments against Berich and the SPLC at large. Patel says that the money trail does not lie. He says that the SPLC donor money that was supposed to be used to fight against the ideology of the KKK was actually funding the KKK. Just a few months ago, it came to light that Berich had a neo-Nazi boyfriend during her time at the SPLC, and the two even shared a joint bank account, which Berich then funneled money into. Patel says this neo-Nazi boyfriend also conducted the theft of documents from an extremist organization, which Patel says Berich then went on to use for further fundraising and ended up paying another informant to claim responsibility for that theft rather than her neo-Nazi boyfriend. Patel says the FBI will continue to follow the money and expose the fraud within the SPLC. I'll be back with more Alabama stories after this.
Covenant Rescue Group seeks to directly support organizations and agencies that are fighting the global battle against human trafficking. They do this through funding, procuring, and advocating. You can go to covenantrescue.org for further details. They need your donations, guys. Hop on and donate.
A Jefferson County Circuit judge has ordered a religious encampment in Birmingham to be torn down and the occupants to be evicted. The encampment has developed on a vacant lot in the Collegeville neighborhood, with the leader of that group being identified as Philander Boyd. Judge Chuck Price determined that the encampment is violating the city zoning regulations and is becoming a public nuisance. Residents of that area have complained to the city over this whole issue. I'm Andrea Tyson.
For more news affecting Alabamians, go to 1819news.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the daily newsletter.
Hardwood, tile, carpet, flooring tools, and installation supplies. Find it all at Budget Floors and More in Montgomery. Big selection, contractor pricing, and personal service you won't find at the big boxes. Across from Publix in Del Reyta and online at budgetfloorsmgm.com.
More than 20 years in roofing means more than experience. It means thousands of decisions, changing technology, powerful storms, and customers who know who to call. Because Capital City Roofing does roofs right. Capital City Roofing has grown by continuing to innovate, delivering service beyond the ordinary, and standing with Central Alabama when it matters most. Capital City Roofing has been here through the tough times, and they'll continue to be here. Call 334-277-3311 or visit capitalcityroofing.com. Roofs built right, relationships built to last.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them. but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go. And that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
All right, we had a request for some Gallagher, and it's a little bit harder to find stand-up from Gallagher, but he did do so. It was always not about the mallet and smashing watermelons. I did go to one of his shows in the 80s at a place in South Florida called the Sunrise Musical Theater. Saw a lot of great acts there. Diana Ross, Stevie Wonder, Eddie Murphy. That's a separate story because the most uncomfortable moment I've ever experienced at a show happened at that concert. But with Gallagher, I had a third row seat in the center. Yeah, media privilege, I get it. And I remember towards the end of the show, his staff comes around with all these long cellophane plastic drop cloths, and they hung them because they said, hope you don't mind if you don't want to get hit by flying watermelon, you should move to a seat in the back. That was, and believe me, I spit out a few seeds. This is Gallagher on early Americans. Maybe there's some historical value to this.
That's how this country was founded, not by complacent people that were satisfied with England. They got off the boat, they looked around, and they said, this'll do. And that's why they called them settlers. It's what they would settle for. They just switched off of that boat and got onto a wagon. That's very important, the wagon. So just as important as your wheels are today, those wagons were, because if the wagon broke down and you was too dumb or lazy to fix it, that's where you stayed. You don't think people headed out for Tulsa, do you? You know, everywhere you see a nice big spread in America, they got 2 broken wheels out by the mailbox.
Been a long time since I've heard Gallagher. Thank you for requesting that, TS, and we still have an hour to go. I'm checking all the news sources, see if there's any breaking headlines. We are a news talk station. I'm eager to find out what Trump says this extraordinary move is going to be that will claim the Strait of Hormuz as territory of the U.S. That should be fun. You all know about Mangione, and he's pleading guilty. Kind of a surprise there. Thought maybe his celebrity and hot guy status would save him. Ex-ABC reporter livid after network overhauled COVID lab leak segment sent to Fauci. That is, of all the periods of time that we've been together through here, whether it's elections, things happening in the city, I look back on that year, and every time I do, I end up getting angry that we just didn't stand up sooner and louder. Because we all knew it was bullcrap. After a while, I mean, come on, 2 weeks to flatten the curve turns into a year of canceling church and gatherings and mail-in ballots and all. And yet, has anybody paid a price for that? I'm hoping. Because if they're not, I'd almost rather not know that Fauci was lying and pleading the fifth. Good afternoon. Who's this?
Jason S. I'd like to make a request if I could.
You may.
I would like to hear the bit with you, Jay, and Susan Woody in the straw.
In the straw?
The straw. Yeah. But your
No, when you said straw, I'm thinking a bale of hay. I forgot about the straw. Yeah, that one. You really want to hear that?
I absolutely love it. I really do. I hate that it puts you in that situation, but it is so funny. I love it.
All right, I've got it out, and I will jam it into the 5 o'clock hour somewhere.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All righty. Thank you. All right, time to check traffic. We have the Wall Street Business Report, Salem Radio Network News, the movie maven. Ellen Murray joins us at 5:35.
Traffic is brought to you by Dillon Rings. Dillon Rings has great watches and beautiful rings. Or have Josh design a piece of jewelry for you. Shop Dillon Rings now at 119 Brown Springs Road. And check them out on Facebook.
Our latest accident, Day Street, right near the back gate of Gunner. Please use caution there. Other than that, light to mostly moderate afternoon traffic, rain in the area, and we are busy on the boulevards. 85 northbound from around South Union to Jackson. We're loaded up there. Also, Bell to Taylor to Chantilly on 85 north. 65 northbound beginning to build, and we are seeing a lot of folks get out on the road. Keep it here for updates. High school students, Trenton State Community College dual enrollment program lets you earn college credit while you're still in high school. Take the first step towards your college journey. Go to trentumstate.edu for more information. Buckle up. Uncle Jay Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bob Agnew. Shoppers unexpectedly cut their spending in July as a boost from government tax refunds faded.
Retail sales slipped 0.6% last month, the biggest drop since May of 2025, from a revised gain of 0.2%, according to the Commerce Department data released this morning. There was a notable bump in spending in both April and May as Americans dipped into their tax refunds. Excluding sales at gas stations and auto dealers, retail sales in July fell 0.2%. Gas prices ticked up again overnight to $4.08 per gallon on Friday, up from $3.85 a month ago, according to Motor Club AAA. Bernie Bennett in Washington.
Gas prices ticked up again overnight. AAA says prices rose to $4.08 a gallon on average nationwide, up from $3.85 a month ago. On Wall Street at the close, the Dow down more than 155 points, the Nasdaq down by 58. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bob Agnew.
Hi, this is Bo Goodson from the Goodson Group with your Real Estate Minute. How to find the right mortgage lender. Most of all single-family sales involve obtaining a mortgage loan to finance the sale. How do you know you have the right lender? First, always use a local lender. There is no out-of-state lender that can match the services and the interest prices your local lender can provide to you here. We have many good quality lenders to choose from here in the River Region. Some guidelines for a buyer would be: 1, can I meet face-to-face with the lender, get to know that person before I turn over all my personal information to a complete stranger? Next, depending on your needs and price range, try to get more than one option with financing to choose from. Very important to know what are all the closing costs and prepaid costs up front so I can make an informed decision on which program to use. For help with a list of top lenders, call Bo Goodson for help. Bo Goodson, 221-2883 at the Goodson Group.
Tired of spending your weekends fighting weeds, patchy grass, and a mower that never starts? Mosley Lawn Pros is the solution. They handle residential and commercial lawn maintenance, landscaping, cleanups, and property care so you don't have to. They show up on time, do the job right, and leave your lawn looking sharp every time. Stop stressing over your yard and start loving it. When it comes to your lawn, call the crew your neighbors and local businesses trust. One call, one crew, problem solved. Mosley Lawn Pros, built on hard work, driven by quality. Find them today on Facebook or Google.
Hey, this is Ashley, owner of Pest Pro Services, and I want to help you take back your yard. We protect your outdoor space from mosquitoes, fleas, and ticks so you can enjoy being outside. We treat where mosquitoes live and breed with pro-level care, which means fewer bites, more time outside, and a backyard ready for fun. Give us a call at 265-9990 or visit us at ppsriverregion.com. That's 265-9990, and follow us on Facebook at Pest Pro Services. And remember, when you want to know, call a pro. Pest Pro.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
star is born. On August 14th, 1945, the world welcomed little baby Steve Martin. The superstar comedian has often recalled the story of his birth.
It was never easy for me. I was born a poor black child.
Steve Martin, a star is born.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
505.
With SRN News, I'm Keith Peters in Washington. Luigi Mangione has pleaded guilty to federal stalking charges in the killing of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. He admitted to following Thompson to an investor conference in 2024 and shooting him on a New York City street. The 28-year-old Mangione acknowledged his actions Friday at a hastily scheduled hearing in Manhattan. President Trump has asked the U.S. Supreme Court to allow the White House to continue construction on its $400 million ballroom project while it appeals a lower court's order to halt the work. Chief Justice John Roberts has set a deadline of Tuesday for a response by the plaintiffs challenging the ballroom project. On Wall Street, the Dow down by 107 points, the Nasdaq dropping 73, the S&P lower by 13. More details at srnnews.com.
What if everything you thought you knew about online exploitation was only the surface? The shocking docuseries, Sexploited, rips the veil off the digital darkness, destroying lives. You'll be stunned by what's uncovered in these real stories. Watch the trailers, if you dare. Once you see it, you'll understand why silence is no longer an option. Visit salemnow.com and watch Sexploited in America. And visit sexploitedfilm.com.
Hey, y'all, I'm Willie Robertson.
And I'm Corey Robertson.
We partnered with Echo. It's a new platform, not just streaming.
Movies and series that are safe for your family. Echo. I love a podcast.
Plus, Echo Daily Devotionals.
Echo. Hey, Willie, what is Echo?
Echo is my pet squirrel. Okay, Doc. Echo is not just faith-friendly, it is faith-driven.
Be a part of something better.
Echo.
Echo.
It's where I want to be.
That's EKKL.com.
Subscribe now.
I'm not a doctor, but I play one on TV. I know the problem, you've got just one policy. You do the opposite of what the Donald does. Don't know what you believe just because you got that TDS. You've tested positive. There's nothing I can do for chronic low IQ. It's TDS. Open the borders, let Mamdani pick your pocket. Let the boys beat the girls, they got that extra rocket. A theology degree from Starbucks. You declare that America sucks. You got that TDS. You've tested positive. There's nothing I can do for chronic low IQ. It's TDS. Alright, let's get this party started. If you're left, you're blue and probably retarded. Like Rosie, De Niro, Jimmy Kimmel, Kathy Griffin. No kings, no kidding. We don't live in Great Britain. If J6 was the worst thing you've ever seen, Soros burning Sadie's a mostly peaceful thing. Bring back the cartels, commute their crimes. Sack the fact checkers like the New York Times. He's a Nazi, a fascist, a racist dictator who lets you say what you want to say.
Luke, I am your daddy.
No! You got that TDS. You've tested positive. There's nothing I can do for chronic low IQ. It's TDS. No matter what he says, you must be really dumb, 'cause you
include violent behavior, delusions, nightmares, insomnia, irrational hatred, hopelessness, anxiety, depression, blue hair, tantrums, inability to form coherent speech, difficulty maintaining gainful employment, and verbal diarrhea.
I let that play for those watching on YouTube. Big thanks to Joey Clark for hanging out with the old man for a couple of hours this afternoon. That was awesome. I haven't had a chance. We'll get to talk. He's got his show. I come in. We maybe have 30 seconds to say hello, how's it going, whatever. And it was really fun to catch up this afternoon. Hope it was fun for you. You know, nobody was happier for this rain today than Rich Thomas because he takes it so personal. To have to come in and say you're going to get boiled alive again today. But this was nice, and the clouds have hung around. Most of the rain is scattered at best, and I don't think there's going to be more later. But at least it put the lights out on the damn sun for a while. If you had told me this morning that it would be 78 degrees as we're wrapping up the afternoon, 76 now. How about that? And the wind chill is 73. Love it. And we still have about a 1 in 3 chance of rain through the afternoon into the evening hours on News Talk. Now, when it is this crazy frickin' hot and you don't have a place to turn to, quiet. If you don't have a go-to AC person, you know I've known the Clark family for almost 2 decades. And Robbie Clark has now started his own company, and I'm happy to go with him. Robbie's Heating and Air Conditioning. Wonderful, likable guy who really knows his stuff, loves to work hard, and is on call 24/7. Recommend for $149, which is a better price than most places offer, a service contract. Come out and get the tune-up and check the system out. He can also install a new unit. He was the guy that recommended the one I put in my previous house, which runs like a top and has kept cut electric costs from over $500 during the summer months to under $2. So a system can pay for itself and make that kind of a difference. And he's just great, friendly, and has quite the legacy of accomplishment in this field. So if you don't have a go-to heating and air conditioning company and you want something that's a little more personal than a company, get with Robbie. 245-3644. 245-3644 in the 334 area code, or look up Robbie's Heating and Air Conditioning on Facebook. It is a great move to make. Now, weather for the weekend, that's coming up with Rich in just a moment. I don't think the rain would have washed out the Biscuits game. I fully expect that they'll be playing. That field has good drainage. So if you were planning on the Biscuits tonight, I think your plan will still be on.
Do you suffer every time you try to wear good-looking shoes, but you don't want to wear ugly shoes just because they're comfortable? The Good Feet store wants to help you wear heels, boots, and dress shoes again in comfort.
We're located at 7341 East Chase Parkway in the shops at East Chase. Now hiring.
Beyond the Forecast with Chief Meteorologist Shane Butler. Growing up in Elmore County.
I grew up here. I lived here as a kid. I experienced the weather here. So I have knowledge that goes way back. You know, I experienced my first tornado as a kid. I was probably about 11 years old and eclectic. Writing that out and experiencing that really gave me the passion about weather. We made it through it, and it gave me an experience that I'll carry in a lifetime.
Shane Butler, part of the Action 8 Weather Team, your weather authority.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by Victoryland.
Giveaways galore all summer long. Diamond Days Diamond Jewelry Giveaway and TV Tuesdays TV Giveaway with $185,000 in free play at Victoryland Casino, where you can be a winner too. Victoryland Casino, off I-85 exit 22, Shorter, Alabama.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. We are stuck in a very hot pattern and also dangerous, I would say. And I think the heat advisory is probably with us at least through the weekend, if not longer. The daily rain chances are not zero, but very small. Only isolated random storms, mostly in the afternoon and evening hours and fading out at night. The actual daytime high temperatures will be in the upper 90s, lows at night in the upper 70s, and very little day-to-day change through early next week. Slow down, take it easy, stay hydrated. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers.
All right, had a request for the heel pain bit, and I'm going to bite the bullet and play it.
The River Region's News Talk Station. News Talk 93.1, WACV. News Talk 93.1.
Enjoy.
So other than the fact I can hardly walk, I'm doing...
Oh, I knew. See, you can't go. You can't do it, can you? You just can't refrain from sharing your maladies with everybody. Needy, needy, needy. I said it yesterday. You proved it.
So I'm so upset about this heel. I'm doing so well. My power walking, and I want to stop because I got a sore heel. What can I do?
Cue the music.
No, I mean...
No. If you're going to whine, you need the music.
Let me just tell you something.
Go ahead and get it all out.
Driving to the 24-hour Walgreens, because Adams Drugs is not open overnight, unfortunately, is an adventure in this town. Meet some interesting people.
And why were you going to Walgreens?
Because I needed...
In the middle of the night, in the wee hours of the morning.
Something I could stick in my shoe that would give me some cushion.
Oh. And did that help? No?
No.
Oh, my poor little soul.
You know, I'm putting creams and salves and...
Oh, no.
Pungent-smelling
Two
pain.
old goats.
Todd, good morning.
Hey, Todd.
Morning, how are y'all?
Good, how are you?
We're just good. Well, actually, Greg has this heel thing going on.
Oh, wait a minute. Since you brought that up...
Oh, wait, that's... Yeah.
Jay, I need you to...
That's what I'm calling about.
Oh, you are?
Yes, I am. Greg, my younger brother was in the Marine Corps, and with all the hiking and all that they do, they have sore feet. And he told me the advice that he got to take care of it. And just go to your nearest grocery store and go to the paper goods aisle. And, you know, the styrofoam plates, the disposable plates?
Yeah.
Find those and look on the top shelf. There'll be a box of straws. Take one out, suck it the hell up. That's what my brother was told by his drill instructor when he thought he broke his ankle.
I'm only silent because I'm busy writing all this advice down. Sounds like we already have something for our best of 2015.
It was good.
I believe we have a box of straws in the kitchen. Thank you, Todd.
You're welcome.
Oh, hold on. Jay's going to give you the number for Married with Microphones so you can call and entertain them sometime, too.
I bet they don't whine. Oh, my goodness.
I don't want to do the show anymore.
Man.
I think...
I'm sorry, Greg. That was a benefit to the show. I'm sorry.
I think the pain threshold has reached a level now where I should go seek medical treatment immediately.
I thought we were about to get some weird remedy.
I did too.
Like, well, you take that styrofoam and you rub it all over yourself, and that'll heal your endorphins and make your mystical...
When he
we
said,
were going back to coast to coast.
When he said styrofoam plates, I'm starting to think, okay, I'm going to trace the pattern of my shoe on the styrofoam, and I'll cut out, and the styrofoam will cushion the heel. That sounded
I had
like...
no idea.
Oh, that was absolutely priceless. Todd, that was great.
Do call us again in 2016.
And the delivery was so perfect. Oh, my goodness.
Well, maybe it would be a better show if I left and went to the ER and Todd came in and finished it with you.
Maybe next time you're on vacation, we can get in touch with Todd and have him just come on in.
Maybe he'll seem to find you as cute as you think you are.
And now a star is born. On August 14th, 1945, the world welcomed little baby Steve Martin. The superstar comedian has often recalled the story of his birth.
It was never easy for me. I was born a poor black child.
Steve Martin, a star is born.
It is Steve Martin's birthday. I was a huge Steve Martin. I mean, I could recite his albums in the mid-'70s. Always fun at parties. So we got a couple of Steve Martin comedy clips. We got the Movie Maven coming up at 5:35. Chick flicks at the forefront of that conversation. But here's a couple of Steve clips that we did not get to play this morning.
I travel around a lot. There's one thing about traveling that drives me crazy. I always have to rent cars. You know, I wish they rented 55 Plymouths because all the new cars have seatbelt buzzers. And you're getting a buzz, and you get out, and it goes buzz, and everything you do is buzz. If you want to drive 2 inches, you know, it goes buzz, you know. What they're going to do is they're going to develop it to the point. Like, let's say you leave your keys in the car, and you get about 10 feet away, and the car goes, hey! Come over here a second! What? Your keys, you moron! They're going to have those things everywhere someday, you know? Not enough foreplay. Buzz.
Steve Martin on being a sophisticated man.
I had a good time since I've been here. I know that sounds phony because every entertainer in the world comes out no matter where they are. They go, hey, it's really great to be here. And it really sounds fake, but I am sincere when I say, hey, it's really great to be here. Hey, how old is that little child? 2. 2? Got a joke for him. These 2 lesbians are walking down the street. Anyway, I do have a book coming out. It's kind of a serious work for me, and I hope you pick it up. It's called How to Get Along with Everyone. And I didn't write it by myself. I wrote it with this other jerk off. But I have a couple other books. How I turned $1 million in real estate into $25 in cash. Oh, I wrote Mind Gone Haywire. Trouble in Doggyland. Let's see, Howdy Doody, Man or Myth. And I did The Apple Pie Hubbub. And of course, The Apple Pie Hubbub was a significant novel for me because that's when I first started using verbs. I'm not sticking with the regular stuff tonight. You paid the money. You paid $4? $4.50? Hey, it's a good investment. Sometimes I come out here, I do $4.75 show. If you pay $4.50, I don't do a $4.25 show. I keep going. I do a $4.50 show, and that's it, baby. So you may make a little bread off this tonight. I'm into bread. I love money. I love everything about money. I love to eat it. Money. You say you can't take it with you? I'm taking it with me. I bought some pretty good stuff. Got me a $300 pair of socks. I got a fur sink. Oh, let's see. Electric dog polisher. That was a gasoline-powered turtleneck sweater. And, of course, I bought some dumb stuff, too, you know.
And still active in Only Murders in the Building. Now, I love Steve still. I haven't really wrap my arms completely around that show, in part because Selena Gomez, who, by the way, apparently was committing fraud on people. I don't know that she's going to be on that show unless they've already shot the next season. She's the one that kind of I find off-putting. It's just a personal thing. Hey, coming up at 5:35, some weekend recommended watches in the field of chick flicks from the Movie Maven and what's new in theaters. There's one in there that I'm kind of interested in seeing. Maybe two, but Ellen Murray will join us to talk about it in about 10 minutes. Right now, Skipper updates your commute.
We remain very busy around the area. We had an accident earlier on Day Street near the back gate of Gunner that had traffic backed up on Day Street trying to get over to Highway 31 up to Prattville. Around Montgomery, just very busy. Interstates, boulevards, we are loaded up everywhere. Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka reporting the same. Busy afternoon traffic. At McKenna Nissan, you can get up to $5,000 off a new Nissan Frontier at the lowest tax rates in Alabama, and it's worth the drive. McKenna Nissan, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
What's your biggest investment? More than likely, it's your home. So treat it that way when you hire a painting contractor. At PBS Painting, there are no gimmicks, no $99 specials. Just quality painting and someone who treats your home with the same respect that you do. At PBS Painting, we have been painting for years and look forward to many more years to come. With PBS Painting, the job gets prepped properly, whether it's cleaning, scraping, or priming. We always use quality products, which is a must for a quality paint job. So if you're looking for a painter that doesn't need upfront money and is on the job at all times, then please give me a call. Scott Bowers and PBS Painting, 294-5122. That's PBS Painting, 294-5122. Look at some of our work on Facebook at PBS Painting Montgomery.
In August, buy any large pizza at Pizza Perfect and get any medium pizza for just $2. Pizza Perfect's buffet includes pizza as well as spaghetti, breadsticks, salad, dessert, and drink for only $13. $12 for seniors, first responders, and military. The buffet is available Monday through Saturday for lunch and for dinner on Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. Pizza Perfect is also available for pickup and delivery. Any medium pizza is just $2 with the purchase of a large at Pizza Perfect on Coliseum Boulevard in Eastbrook.
Maybe you're doing well in sales, but you're ready for something bigger. At Blue Water Broadcasting, you'll help local businesses grow with customized marketing campaigns that combine the reach of 7 radio stations with powerful digital solutions. We're looking for someone who enjoys meeting people, earning their trust, and delivering results. If you're driven, professional, and ready to build a career, not just another sales job, we should talk. Visit BlueWaterBroadcasting.com and send me your resume today. Blue Water Broadcasting, local folks helping local business.
Live local talk. The River Region's only 24-hour News Talk FM station. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Well, I think my dog's a Democrat. And it breaks my heart to have to say an ugly thing like that. But there's a big old pile of evidence that all points towards the fact that my dog might be a Democrat. I pay for all his health care and I buy everything he eats. I provide him with a place to live just to keep him off the streets. But he just acts like he's entitled, even tried to unionize the cat. Yeah, I think my dog's a Democrat. He chewed up the Constitution that I keep on display. And And every time Benghazi's on TV, he looks the other way. I know he's a liberal, even if he won't admit it. He pooped on my living room rug and tried to tell me George Bush did it. He ain't got no papers, and what really gets my goat is if he could find a ride to town, well, I know they'd let him vote. I'm sure we've had some good times. He's been fun to have around. But if he ever barks about my right to bear arms, I'm gonna have him put down. I pay for all his health care, and I buy everything he eats. I provide him with a place to live just to keep him off the streets. You'd have to be a socialist to ever act like that. So my dog must be a Democrat. All his behavior has been hinting that his mom might be Mrs. Clinton. I think my dog's a Democrat.
And a Friday afternoon request for Brian Lewis. I think my dog is a Democrat. Yeah, it's easy to get down when you see these stupid polls. They really don't mean anything in August. But, yeah, the Republicans have some work to do. But David Blackman did a brilliant piece today about the rising stars in the Democratic Party 8 years ago. That's not a long time. And I'm going to get into that in just a couple of minutes when after we have our conversation with the Movie Maven about some weekend viewing options and what's happening in theaters. And of course, the big rising star is AOC. And today, Sylvester Stallone, I'm not really his biggest fan, but he let her have it. She sounds like a high school girl, and she does. How could anybody listen to that? The woman has no clue. Her talking points are childish. Her worldview is jaded. Somebody taught her a long time ago to hate her country. He continued, when we elect bartenders with theater degrees, we get AOC. I don't even think she knows what her job description is. One of the last real tough guys in Hollywood just said out loud what millions have been screaming for years. And that is pure fire. All righty. Skipper's been watching the afternoon commute. Again, 73 degrees. Amazing, because the heat index was at 112 at one point. So 12 plus 27, it's dropped 39 degrees in just the last few hours, and we'll take it every time. Rich's weather ahead.
Well, we're still seeing busy afternoon traffic everywhere. Interstates, boulevards, all of our feeder roads out of Montgomery, Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka reporting light to mostly moderate inbound traffic. Busy everywhere, but right now things looking pretty good. Be safe out there, slow down, and keep it here for updates. At McKenna Nissan, you can get up to $5,000 off a new Nissan Frontier at the lowest tax rates in Alabama, and it's worth the drive. McKenna Nissan, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
Trust is the number one reason why a patient chooses a healthcare provider. Adams Drugs has been your trusted healthcare provider since 1962 and has been voted the number one pharmacy in the River region for many years. We strive each and every day to provide you the level of healthcare you have come to expect from Adams Drugs. The employees at Adams Drugs take pride in developing relationships with their patients. From making sure your prescriptions are filled correctly, to getting to know you and your family's needs, and following up on any questions you may have, Adams Drugs employees deliver top-notch service. We ask you to visit us at any of our locations in Montgomery, Prattville, Wetumpka, Millbrook, and Pine Level Marbury and give us a chance to earn your business. You can find us at adamsdrugs.net for the location that is nearest to you. Adams Drugs is your local, independently owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Are you tired of the mainstream media's biased reporting? Do you want to stay informed on the news that really matters to you? Look no further than 1819 News. At 1819 News, we bring you the latest in Alabama news, politics, sports, culture, and more. We've assembled a team of journalists with Alabama values dedicated to the truth and the truth alone. Visit us at 1819news.com today. That's 1819news.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. Honest News, Alabama Values.
Rich Thomas Weather, a service of Riverside Chevrolet Wetumpka. If it's Chevy, it's Riverside. Best price, best selection. Check them out on the web at riversideusa.net.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. We are stuck in a very hot pattern and also dangerous, I would say. And I think the heat advisory is probably with us at least through the weekend, if not longer. The daily rain chances are not zero, but very small. Only isolated random storms, mostly in the afternoon and evening hours and fading out at night. The actual daytime high temperatures will be in the upper 90s, lows at night in the upper 70s, and very little day-to-day change through early next week. Slow down, take it easy, stay hydrated. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Back to school shopping starts now, and ASC Credit Union has you covered. Our back to school loan helps you pay for supplies, laptops, clothes, and more. Stop by your local ASC branch or apply today at yourasccu.com. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
On FM, on your smartphone, and online. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Time for the Movie Maven. Miss Murray's Movie Minute brought to you by AMS Studios. Relax, refresh, renew with AMS Studios. 95 Lightwood Road in Deatsville, amsstudiomedspa.com, or call 782-9711. We now welcome the Movie Maven, Ellen Murray. Hey.
Hey. Happy, gloriously rainy Friday.
Boy, oh boy, did you just hear the way the temperature feels has dropped 40 degrees since 2 o'clock this afternoon. Yeah.
But I'll take it.
yeah, I think everybody's enjoying this. And the good news is it shouldn't interfere with the Biscuit game tonight. That should be played. They have good drainage at the field, and I understand Buckminster's had a good turnout today, so I'm happy about that. But the topic that you want to lead with today is chick flicks, and the first one is a production from Angel Studios, and boy, they really seem to be catching on.
Yeah, they're putting a bunch out there. This one came from Janet, my friend from Baumhauer's. She recommended this on the Facebook group, so I checked it out. Seeking Persephone, and it's a period drama. It's a romance. It's a brilliant,
chick flick.
Wonderful girl meets a curmudgeonly man, and she marries him to save her family, and eventually they fall in love, as you expect they would. It's cool. It's good. I liked it. It's 4 episodes.
Oh, so it's a series. That just makes me think a little bit of a Hallmark movie there for a moment. But I have a heck of a lot of respect for not only what Angel is putting out, but the way people are responding. There seems to be a real hunger for that kind of content. I didn't know Netflix did a movie about me called My Brilliant Career. When did they sneak this into production?
So these next 2 aren't quite as rom-com-y, chick flicky as the first one, but this is a new movie, a new series on Netflix that is a remake of a 1979 movie based on a 1900 novel. So this is set in Australia in 1900. It's called My Brilliant Career, and it's about this girl who is defying conventions. She doesn't want to become a proper lady and be married off, and that's the only way she could live her life. She wants to be a writer, and she wants to see the world and experience everything. So it's good. I've only seen a couple episodes of this so far. It's a 6-episode series, and it's all Australian actors, so I couldn't tell you who's in it. but I'm enjoying it.
It's is it the watchability? That's what we're looking for here.
Yeah, as soon as I saw the first episode, I was like, this is going to be good.
And frankly, a lot of the big stars are putting out garbage, so new faces. Nothing wrong with that.
Right. Yeah.
Something else on Netflix called Ingrid Goes West.
So I've seen this one before. It came out in 2017, but I watched it again last weekend just for fun. It's starring Aubrey Plaza and Elizabeth Olsen, and Aubrey is playing a sort of a stalker who finds influencers on social media and stalks them.
Okay.
Kind of creepily, like she just wants them to be her best friend, but really she's just this lonely girl who lost her mother, and so she moves west to go meet this new girl that she's obsessed with, and it's funny, but it's also kind of sad and poignant, and it's really good.
Sometime during the week on the morning show, there was a little tidbit about Aubrey Plaza, who has that perpetually, is it a scowl? I'm not sure what it is. Always looks like there's more than one thing going on in her brain. That in a survey of Americans and who they would like to have slap them, she was the number one choice.
That's funny.
Getting slapped by Aubrey Plaza. Now, there's some things in theaters out today. Something for the kids, Paw Patrol, the Dino movie.
I don't really have anything to say about that. I just wanted to put it out there in case people didn't know there was a new Paw Patrol movie.
But there is one, I don't know if I'm going to go to the theater and see it, but something I'm probably watch when it gets to streaming, called The End of Oak Street. This is an interesting premise. Tell us about it.
So, this is family, Anne Hathaway and Ewan McGregor and their two kids, and they wake up one morning and their entire neighborhood has been, picked up and moved by some supernatural force. And now there are dinosaurs chasing them around the neighborhood trying to eat and kill them.
Fun for the whole family.
Weird.
Yeah, but I'm intrigued by that premise. The End of Oak Street. I love the title.
Well, what's interesting, too, is Anne Hathaway is, having a huge year. This is one of 5 movies she has coming out this year.
Wow.
Including The Odyssey, Devil Wears Prada 2, and then that one Verity that I talked about on Wednesday. It's coming out in October, so. And she's having a baby at age 43. So.
In the middle of all of that, I can't believe she's 43. I remember taking my daughter to see her in the first Julie Andrews movie, The Princess Diaries.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I was always a Julie Andrews fan. I know that doesn't qualify me as hip, but an incredible singer. For those who ever got to see that woman sing in person, find me a more melodic, incredible voice than Julie Andrews. Now, Brink of War is on the list, and I think that's also an Angel production, is it not?
It is. Have you heard about it? It sounds like it's right up your alley.
I am thinking the same thing. Rich Thomas and I have never met a war movie we couldn't at least give a watch to.
This is about Ronald Reagan meeting Gorbachev at the Reykjavik summit.
Okay, well, let me give you, this is just me personally. I may watch it in spite of it, but they picked the very liberal Jeff Daniels to play Ronald Reagan, and he doesn't even look anything like him.
I agree. He doesn't look anything like him.
When Dennis Quaid played Ronald Reagan, and I did watch that movie, I thought he did a really good job. He picked up on the mannerisms. He made you believe you were watching Ronald Reagan. And who's the other? There's another one, too. I wasn't pleased with the casting, but I'd probably still give it a shot. Yeah. And what's his name? J.K. Simmons, I guess, is taking a job or taking time off from Farmers Insurance to have a role in this. Although I do like him as an actor.
I do like him also, yeah.
Nimrods.
This one, it's a road trip coming-of-age movie, probably a stoner comedy about some kids in a band that get tricked into thinking that they're opening for Green Day.
I like that. That's funny.
So they drive from Kansas City to L.A., and they think they're about to become famous But Green Day actually made this movie. They helped write it and produce it. So it'll be interesting. I used to really like them when I was young.
When? How nice of this old lady to come and join us and talk about shows several times a week here. You know what? That actually sounds like it'd be a fun watch. Nimrods?
Yep, it will be. I want to see it.
Some inside radio stuff. That's usually what we call people that worked at any station but ours. Bunch of Nimrods over there. So let's just quickly review. Looking for a good chick flick, Seeking Persephone, an Angel production. My Brilliant Career, that's also sounding interesting. And Ingrid Goes West, those last two on Netflix. And in theaters today, Paw Patrol, there's a kid or grandkid kind of experience for you. The End of Oak Street, which sounds really interesting. Brink of War, maybe a casting issue there, but I'd probably give it a shot. And then those Nimrods, that's what's in theaters today, we hope. I'll tell you what, there's also an article this week that Gen Z is getting credit for saving, not just reviving, but saving the theater business because they're going back to the movies. And I'm glad to see that. Thank you for your time this afternoon. Don't forget the Movie Maven VIP page. It's a great place to exchange suggestions. If you saw something you really loved, get on there and mention it and help others who are struggling to find watchable content in this era of lots of crap. But that's what Miss Murray does for us. She helps distill the wheat from the chaff. Have a great weekend.
You too. Thanks.
All righty. It is 5:45. We've got news, a look at the roads coming up. And if you missed Rich's forecast, one more of those.
News is brought to you by Adams Motorsports of Montgomery, where your pleasure is their business.
From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, here's today's top stories. A two-vehicle crash in Autauga County has claimed the life of an Elmore man. The accident happened just before 10 p.m. Wednesday night on I-65, approximately 10 miles north of Prattville. 58-year-old George Jones Jr. was fatally injured when his car was rear-ended by another driver. Jones was not using a seatbelt at the time of the crash and was pronounced dead at the scene. Alabama public health officials are urging beachgoers to exercise extreme caution following a surge in flesh-eating bacteria. 16 cases of vibriosis have been confirmed in the state, including one that resulted in death. The primary entry point for the bacteria is through breaks in the skin. The Alabama Department of Public Health strongly advises staying out of Gulf waters if you have any skin openings. Montgomery police are requesting the public's help in locating a fugitive from justice. 53-year-old Kenneth Renard Hale is wanted on domestic violence and stalking charges. Hale recently failed to appear in court to answer these charges. Anyone with information on the whereabouts of Kenneth Renard Hale is urged to contact authorities. From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, I'm Sky Mosley.
AdamsMotorsports.com on the web or Adams Motorsports on the Boulevard in Montgomery. That's at Adams Motorsports in Montgomery, where your pleasure is our business. Come by and learn more about the new Suzuki GSX 8R motorcycle and see for yourself the bar has officially been reset.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you.